What up, what up, what up? I'm Jake.
I'm Jim.
Welcome to Secret Hideout, place where we talk you can't bring to the dinner table.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. What's up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
No
Zoe.
Zoe. No Zoe. It's a no Zoe show.
Yeah. So we get into some pop culture.
On no Zoe shows, we always it's always a pop culture heavy episode.
Pop it, baby.
We got to let the sheep in us out.
Yeah, we do. We do.
know?
I think it's good for us to let it out like
it's
that.
like a cleanse.
Exactly.
It's a cleansing. So yeah, we talk about a lot of pop. We talk about a bunch of trailers that dropped.
Yeah, make sure you
last
check this
week.
one out on YouTube if you are listening, because there's a lot of video components with this one, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, we go over some trailers that dropped. We went over some movies. I talk about Spider-Man, and
Yep.
Jim talks about
Hunger Games.
And
I do talk about this terrible movie. I probably talked too long.
Jim did
about
talk.
this
You did talk a little too long about it. You're just like, this movie sucks. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. And you're like, no, this
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
It did. It sucks so
And then
bad.
you give me the plot. And
Yeah,
you tell me all
I
these
tried
scenes.
to. I tried to. Yeah, the Noel letter or something. I don't even know what it's called.
He's still going on about it. I think he likes this movie.
Check it out.
Got the cover on his tattooed on him. Yeah, and then I think somewhere in there we start getting into some dicey talk.
Yeah, we do. Towards the end, as per usual, we do.
Yeah.
We
If you think we're saying something that we shouldn't be saying, we're not.
exactly.
Okay.
We're just talking.
So yeah, let's just run it.
Yeah, go check it out. Make sure you check us out on YouTube at Secret Hideout Podcast and Instagram Secret Hideout Podcast. Make sure you like and comment on our TikTok, which is also by the name of Secret Hideout Podcast. Subscribe, like, share. Let's go. Episode 114. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Fucking hit that pop culture.
Pop it, baby.
A lot of trailers came out.
Good trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a lot of big movies. For a lot of big movies. They all dropped one week. Yeah, Indiana Jones 5.
Okay.
Right?
Looking good?
Well, it looked like a fucking Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah? Who's
Yeah.
in it?
Harrison Ford.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It looked
good.
like they did some there was like, it looked like there was a young version of him in it. Like they did the CGI thing to him in there. I don't know. They're just gonna make it a woman anyways.
Does it look like they're setting it up?
I don't know. That's probably what they're gonna do.
I'd be surprised if they didn't, actually.
If they didn't make Indiana Jones a woman. Because, why wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't they? But yeah, there's that. Let's see what else. Mario Brothers movie.
I just seen the teaser for it. Did they actually drop a trailer?
They dropped a new trailer for it. It looks really good.
Everyone was tripping about how he sounded.
No, he sounds good. He sounds fine. It's cool. It's like a mix between, it's just like his voice, but then there's like certain things he says sounds like Mario.
Yeah.
It's actually like, it's kind of hard to do. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like trying to do it, like just being like, all right, here we go. Like it's like hard. It's a hard thing to do, to go in and out.
So he
that.
does like Chris Pratt voice and then Mario as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a mixture. But it looks really good. They've incorporated like all the games into it.
Let's see this.
Yeah, pop it on this boy. Real
Yeah,
quick.
we will. Is this the one?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me pull it up here.
My kids, Damien loves Mario and shit, so and it comes out his birthday, so
So he's gonna be all about it.
yeah.
All right, let's check this out. If you guys are watching on YouTube, we got it up here. So make sure you peep it.
We got audio over here. Click that audio sound right there.
All right.
No, you didn't do it. There you go.
Okay.
Not sure if you know who I am,
That's Jack
but
Black.
I'm about to rule the world.
Bowser.
Yeah, he sounds great.
Wow, yay.
That's
But
Charlie.
There's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
You think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem.
Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Looks fucking dope. Like, if you're a fan of Mario, like, looks like they,
Comes out April, huh?
yeah, looks like they're gonna nail that.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
really think they are. Nintendo's really weird about their properties and shit.
It
dude.
looks like it reminds me of what's the Wreck-It Ralph-ish?
Okay, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. I love Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph is awesome.
I love
Did they
both
do
of
two of them?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
second one's great.
can't remember if I seen the second one.
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh yeah,
It's better.
yeah, it's good. Yeah,
It's
those
just
are
it's
both
bigger.
really good.
It's-
Yeah,
they're both good. It's just the second one's bigger and yeah, that's good. Wreck-It Ralph's good. Sonic's great.
I've never seen Sonic either.
Sonic movies are great. You know.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the voice doesn't throw me off whatsoever.
No.
I understood it in the first that trailer that they released.
Yeah, well, people were tripping out just because like you're just not. It just wasn't something you're used to, and I don't know. I thought it was stupid for people being like, "Oh, you should sound like Mario." Like that'd be fucking annoying. Like all fucking movies, like, "Oh, let's go, Peach, come on."
It's good. It's good, Mario.
Hey, it's a me, Mario. I have to do it for my kids all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. Let's
I
go.
wonder if they're gonna do a new game with it.
I don't know, man. There's so many fucking
I
Mario
know.
games, dude. There's so
What's the
many.
last Mario you played?
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah, which is really good.
Did you play Deluxe U?
No,
No, it's good. It's the side scroll.
no. No, he played. Oh, I didn't play it. It's the newest game. I think was like the Bowser's World, Mario 3D Bowser's World or Bowser or something.
Yeah.
Fury Bowser. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. My son played it. Damien played it, but yeah, they're getting good at video game movies. Starting to
Yeah.
do them good now. Let's see another trailer that dropped. One of them was the one I'm excited for is the Transformers one.
Oh, you are.
I am. Yeah,
I
I
haven't heard anything good of it. I've heard people shitting on it, but
I don't know why they would shit on it.
is it Beast Wars?
It's Beast Wars, dog.
What?
Yeah, we gotta watch this now. I sent it to you.
It was all a dream.
I fucking sent it to you to watch. Well, you obviously just didn't. A bunch of applause there, shit.
Back-to-back trailers. The opener. Get over to that YouTube.
It's both. It's Beast Wars and 80s.
Stand down.
See how more
I'm not the one to fear.
he looks
Pride.
more 80s.
There is a darkness coming.
They made him look more authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Is it
Like
going-
they're boxy.
Is it in the same storyline as all the other ones?
No, it's off the Bumblebee movie, which is like a soft reboot.
And if you don't know, now you know.
That's Pete Davidson's robot. He's voicing that
Spread
robot.
love is the Brooklyn way.
Cheetor? Air Razor? You see Air Razor?
Call the clip, same number, same hood. It's all good.
Of all the threats from both your past
Rhinox?
and future,
It was all a dream.
you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Was that that looks good.
It looks good, dude. I think it looks fucking good. So Beast Wars was our shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Beast Wars was our shit. That's like our Transformers,
absolutely.
you know. I mean the original Transformers it spilled over onto us.
So how does it have Optimus Prime and
I don't know. I don't know what the story. Nobody knows what the story is yet. They're thinking there's going to be some type of time travel. One of them's from the future. One of them's from the past.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So what they did was the Bumblebee movie. When the Bumblebee movie came out, like straight Bumblebee, right? That movie was like a soft reboot for Transformers. Right? New director, new team of people, and then their whole thing was they wanted to make it more source like the look of the Transformers.
Okay.
You know, they wanted to get away from that Michael Bay look
Yeah.
or just look like blobs of things fighting.
Yeah.
And make them look more like actual 80s Transformers, like boxy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not modernize them. And you could see that like Optimus Prime looks fucking way doper in this
Absolutely.
than he did in any of the Michael Bay ones. So yeah, and so there's some type of and that girl that I think that her name is RC. If you look up her, maybe I can look it up here. RC, I'm pretty sure she looks fucking like just like what is it? RC.
That's trippy. I got both of you up there.
Yeah, she looks pretty spot on, bro. Like this is here. I got airdrop it to you.
I got it. I
You
see
got it?
Yeah, it's on the screen. The
Here,
big
let
screen.
let me take over real quick. Now, if you can find her in the video, like a clip of her.
She's in it just at the end, right?
Yeah, that's her at the end, and there's she's like on the van when the van's driving. But she's at the very end though. Yeah, go that way. It's like a after credit, right there.
Right here, right?
Keep going. Yeah. Nope. Just get where she's in focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, look
Yeah.
at that. Look at her on here.
Who is she? Is she just?
She's an 80s.
Okay.
She's an 80s. She's an Autobot
Okay.
from the 80s cartoon.
All right.
But I'm just saying how they look.
Absolutely.
Like, they look like they're fucking characters. You know? So I'm really excited to see what they do with the Beast Wars thing. You know, I'm really excited about Rhinox. Yeah, if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, I don't know. Fuck you, man. Like, you don't know Beast Wars. You didn't fuck with Beast Wars back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't see the T-Rex. I didn't see
Megatron? Well, nobody knows. They're
hiding
they're
out.
hush hush right
Yeah.
now with it, you know. But yeah, Beast Wars was so good. It holds up too. It really, like, the graphics don't hold up, but the story holds up. Really good story.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Beast Wars was about a future generation of Transformers running from the Decepticons. They go through some type of time warp. They land on prehistoric Earth, and they wage war against each other on the prehistoric Earth. And then eventually they come across and they find the Autobots, which are their ancestors, basically, right? And so the story of the 80s Transformers was that the Autobots went through a time warp, crash landed on Earth, but they were like asleep in Earth for like 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, because it was in the future, right?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't really fuck with the old cartoon much. Just the movie, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. Then they get woken, they get found and woken up in the future.
Yes.
You know? But the Maximals, which are the good guys,
Yeah.
the Autobots,
Yeah.
they find the Ark, the 80s Ark
Yes. In Beast Wars.
in Beast Wars.
Yeah.
And it's cool because they're like, they didn't do it on here, but I always liked that they were a lot smaller than the Autobots. Like the Autobots were like giant compared to that,
Yeah.
you know?
In Beast Wars. Yeah, I remember when we found Beast Wars on we found it on DVD at Best Buy when we were in like high school.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah. I think I bought one and you bought one.
Yeah.
Because it was like a 2-part collection.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. That looks really good.
I always liked, I don't know why, I always liked Transformers 3, Dark Side of the Moon.
Is that Shila's last one?
That was Shila's last one.
Yeah, it was good. It was
where
good.
they find out, you know, the
I just didn't like the second one.
Second one was not good.
No, I liked the first one.
First one's all right.
Yeah, and I liked that last one with Shy. I'd never seen Bumblebee.
You never saw Bumblebee?
No.
Bumblebee's good.
Really?
Yeah, it's more wholesome.
I've heard that. Yeah, I want to watch them. I think it was just like, I don't know, when all those were dropping, it was like, I think that was what I heard bad about this too. It was like, oh, they're doing it again, and all I seen was that one clip of the Porsche
Yeah.
transforming, the very end clip of the trailer.
Yeah.
It was like, that was probably the teaser that was out.
Yeah, because like Bumblebee didn't really like, there wasn't that much buzz on
No.
it, you know? And I think that's why a lot of people are seeing this and they're like, oh, great, it's like another Michael Bay Transformers, you know, fucking, because they got ridiculous. They really did. Once Mark Wahlberg started stepping in there
Yeah.
and shit,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, I tuned out of them too. I was like, I'm not watching until they do a Beast Wars one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we
got
go,
that
man.
Beast Wars one. I'm happy about
You know,
that.
people our age are in charge now and shit, you know?
I know. Do people really fuck with Beast Wars though? You know, I feel like it's like kind of like
Nah, people fuck.
yeah,
Yeah. They had a good toy line and shit,
a great toy line.
you know?
Yeah, I had a lot of those toys.
Yeah. The Megatron was fucking dope.
You had the Megatron, but you can never get it untransformed.
I didn't have Megatron.
No,
No, you
did I
had
have Megatron?
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it back to the dinosaur form.
Dinosaur form was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was like
But it was a dope Megatron, though.
Yeah, I like the Cheetor toy. I believe it had a gun that had like a squirt gun on it. The gun was a squirt gun. You could
Okay.
actually fill it with water.
Yeah.
Good, badass toys. They make
Yeah.
toys like this anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I was,
It's
thinking about,
expensive.
I was thinking about getting the kids some toys for Christmas. But I just wanted to go look at toys. That's it. I was
Yeah.
like, they got cool Power Ranger toys? Me and
No,
Allie-
they don't got Power Ranger toys.
Me
They're
and
hard to
Allie were
find.
looking at some. She got like one of the kids
A Morpher.
a morpher.
Yeah, I had to tell my dad to get Hayden the Morpher too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hayden's more into Power Rangers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's because of now with her martial arts and stuff, she's gonna be super in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
these
yeah,
look good.
those toys are hard to get, hard to find.
He said something in it that was really.
Maybe that happened.
I came in. You guys were watching Wednesday,
Yeah.
the new Wednesday Addams.
Yeah,
show.
I actually started it halfway through, so I watched the last 4 episodes.
Okay.
I didn't see the first 4. It's good. It's like it was a perfect way of describing it when you were like, it's like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
It's not like uber woke or anything.
Yeah.
I did hear funny like backlash because the woke mob was attacking it because the black characters were the bad guys.
Oh, yeah, because that's not possible.
Yeah, and it's like I remember seeing something on like do you ever seen I think she's a Breitbart. She's like a younger black chick. She does a lot of commentary.
Yeah, I
She's,
think I know what
you know what I'm talking about. She always wears headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, because black people can only be painted in an angelic light.
Yeah.
Like, and it turns out that they're not even
Bad.
the bad guys. So I was like, you guys didn't even.
They were
fight.
just like enemies, and then they
Yeah.
probably become friends.
Exactly
And allies.
Yeah, it was just like, it was just ridiculous that they were attacking it for that. But overall, it's
That's how you know you're privileged. you
it's
know?
pretty cool. I was like, I was watching it and I was like, oh. And they made Gomez. Gomez is like a fatter Gomez. He's not like a Gomez from our movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Adam's Family.
Yeah. I think he's
Values?
actually probably more like original
He is.
looking.
He looks like was it a comic at first?
Yeah, it was like a comic strip. Like
Yeah.
I think it was like a newspaper.
Yeah,
type
it's what
thing.
it looked like. But I was like, oh, of course they made him Mexican. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, hold on, his name's
I'm
Gomez.
pretty sure that that guy Raul or who's the original? I'm pretty sure he's.
Oh, sure. His name's Gomez, dude.
Yeah, his name's Gomez.
I was tripping.
Like, oh, these motherfuckers making him a motherfucking Mexican,
And I was like, hold on.
not my Gomez.
Straight up.
My Gomez is white, white only.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh shit. Like I'm getting got to in a certain sense because I was like, no, he's supposed to be. But no, overall, I mean, the chick who does Wednesday is good. She's good. She does a good Wednesday. She's not our Wednesday.
She Mexican?
Yeah.
She should be.
Yeah. Yep.
Not my Wednesday.
Is Christina Ricci?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's funny though because my kids want to watch it, right?
It's not for the kids.
My kids want to watch it because they've seen
Yeah.
they see the trailers for it, and so I told them I'm like I don't know I gotta watch it. Don't worry about scary as long as there's not like fucking and shit in it. you
No,
know?
there's not.
That's what I
It's
care
pretty
about.
PG in that manner, and like as far as like sexual.
So I was like, yeah, I gotta watch it first. I was like, we can watch the originals though. You want to watch the originals, And I put on Family Values,
Yeah, which is the best one.
and like right off the fucking rip, dude, like right in the opening, like they have the baby, right? Like in the opening,
Yeah.
they have the baby, and Pugsley and Wednesday are in the waiting room, and there's this other little girl with them, and she's like, and my mom said that they take the diamond and they plant it in the cabbage patch, and then it grows, and then it turns into a baby, and that's how I got my little brother. And then Pugsley's like, my parents are having a baby, and it cuts to Wednesday, and she just goes, they had sex. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's definitely it's way PG
Okay.
in that manner. It's scary though.
Yeah.
It would be scary to
Dude.
kids.
Dude, those Addams Family movies are fucking fire.
Yeah.
They're fucking fire, man. Like just all these little like things they like just like they throw in there. All these little like comments and things they do, they're just so good. Like things I never noticed when I was young. Like the opening, it shows it goes across the graveyard, and it's Pugsley, Wednesday, and the grandma, and they dug a grave, and they're kneeling down, and it's like one of their pets died, and they have a box, and they're putting the box in the grave,
Yeah.
and the box fucking meows, and Wednesday shakes it, and she's like, shh. And they put it in there and proceed to have a fucking funeral for it. the part where they're having a party for Fester and they bring in the big cake and he's like, ta-da!
Yeah.
Nothing happens and he opens it up and
It's-
smoke comes out and he's
yeah.
like, that poor girl.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like, damn.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's Uncle Fester's Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher
too.
Lloyd, you got
Kills
fucking
it.
Joan Arquette, or what's her name? Not Joan Arquette, Joan Cusack.
Joan Cusack.
Joan
Yep.
Cusack as the serial killer. The
Yeah.
Black Widow, whatever they call her. And she's like hot in it.
Oh yeah, dude. I thought so. Another thing, I was like, I thought that like I had a crush on Wednesday, and I went to like look at it, and I was like, oh shit, Wednesday. She was like a child, but I was a child when it came out.
Oh, okay,
Like when
Christina Ricci.
Yeah, as
Oh,
Christina
yeah.
Ricci for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But like I was like went back to look at.
I
it,
know
and
it's
was like,
weird. It's weird. It's like when I watched it, I had a crush.
Yes,
Like while
that's
I'm
what I'm
watching
saying,
it,
yes.
I was like crushing on Wednesday
Yeah.
because when I was young, I was crushing on Wednesday.
When you were watching it recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I'm like I don't know, not like crushing, but oh, she's so hot. But like I just remember being like writing this down. We'll censor that.
33. All right.
Nah, fuck that, man. I was like, she's like what? She's like 5 years older than us.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I'm
this
saying?
came out in 93.
Yeah,
So we were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Literally.
yeah.
So
I remember
or 6
being
years old.
being like, oh, that girl's really pretty.
Yeah. The same with like Christina Ricci as in was the ghost
I'll always
movie?
crush
Casper?
on Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Always crush on
Casper.
her.
Casper was probably more. Was it later? Casper was later?
Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying though? Like you're watching it, like as I know it's fucked. It sounds fucked up, but like you're watching it as an adult, but yet you're getting the same like
Yeah.
memories of like,
Well, that's what I was saying. I like
and you're
had-
like, am I should I be?
I had well, that's why I said I had that feeling. I was like, oh, I remember Wednesday, like she was hot.
Yeah.
And I went and looked. And I was like, oh, I was like, no, she's. But like, I get it though. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's a kid. Even in Casper, I was like, I thought she'd be older, but she's still like a kid.
Yeah, because she was older to us. She's
Yeah.
always been older to us in our
Yes.
eyes.
Exactly.
You know?
Like the hot babysitter or something like that.
Yeah. She's just fucking fire in that movie, dude. And there's a reason, part 2 focuses around Wednesday very heavily. The whole subplot or side plot of part 2 is Wednesday. Right?
That's the Wednesday I remember.
Going to camp. Yeah, from Black Snake Mahone.
Yeah.
Bro.
That movie. I watched that movie at your house too, for sure. In your front room.
Okay.
Probably went to the pool jet after that.
Yeah, they focus on her a lot in that movie, and it's because I think like she killed it so good in the first one. They're like, fuck, we need to put this girl in it more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then Christina Ricci makes an appearance in the
Yeah.
new one. She played actually a pretty predominant character in a
Yeah.
new one. Yeah. Kind of similar character to her Bumblebee character a little bit.
Okay.
Like she's
Yellow
like
Jackets.
Yellow Jackets, yeah. She's like a dorky teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a surprise too when in Yellow Jackets when I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
Like, why is she hot? Why is she hot?
Yeah. Why am I so attracted to
Yeah.
this character that I don't think I'm supposed to be attracted to?
Yep. It's Christina Ricci
It's
though.
Christina Ricci. It's fucking Wednesday Addams. Yeah, dude, she's fucking fire in it though, dude. Like just the fucking Thanksgiving scene.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that on here before for sure.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I
'Cause
mean,
it should be talked
yeah,
about. It's so
definitely.
good.
it's one of the best. It's all I was thinking about the whole time. The whole time watching this new show, it's all I was thinking about was just like that Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday is like not that Wednesday, obviously.
Yeah.
But she does a good job. Whoever this chick is, she does a really good job. She keeps this
Because
face.
I'm pretty sure, like the original Wednesday from like the black and white show of like the fucking '60s or whatever, I think she was just kind of just like a little like a little girl.
Yeah,
You know,
from
she was just,
everything
like,
I
really-
see, like the clips of her,
Yeah,
she wasn't as like Wednesday,
like
Yeah.
Christina Ricci made Wednesday Addams what Wednesday
Yeah.
Addams is.
for sure.
You know.
Yeah, I think your kids could. I think Hayden could probably watch the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm
It's
gonna check out
not
a couple
because
episodes.
yeah,
so.
I was like, oh, are they gonna like Euphoria this thing and make it like
Yeah, that's what I was worried
yeah,
about.
like
you
are they
know?
gonna make it like over? They don't overly sexualize her Wednesday at all.
Yeah.
And actually, I like seen like comments of like when I was reading into it, I seen like people being like, oh, now I have like grown men being like, no, I got the hots for Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, like. She looks like a kid. Like I know the actress is like 20 years old who plays her or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But she looks like a kid. Like I don't know. It was just strange. But she's not sexualized in it at all.
yeah, yeah.
Like which is I thought they were going to for sure. I was like, oh, they're gonna have like hot and heavy scenes with Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
Which would be terrible.
Should be. Yeah. Right. We just started this show on Netflix that I've been wanting to watch it for like 3 years now or some shit. I think 3 years it's been out. It's called Dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
I think I'm familiar with it.
I have no idea what it's about yet. I think it's German. It's got really great ratings. It's almost got a 9 on IMDb. And it's in German. It's supposed to be kind of like a more like matured version of like kind of like Stranger Things type deal.
Okay.
So I mean, we're only like I think we're gonna be watching episode 3, and basically it's just like this town, this kid's gone missing, and this happened like 33 years ago. The same thing. This kid went missing and shit, and I don't know. It involves like time travel and all this shit.
The whole thing's in subtitles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing this show and being intrigued by it.
And the people that made this, they just put out a new series called like 1888 or 1899 or some shit on Netflix.
Yeah.
About some boat thing.
How many episodes in are you?
We're only 2. So that's why I don't know what's happening yet.
Looks badass.
But yeah, see how it kind of looks like Stranger Things?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. People are saying it's like the
but kind of
like a darker, like a darker, more mature Stranger Things. And it's got great cinematography.
Oh, it looks like
and
it.
like the
Looks
color
great.
grading is fucking awesome on it and everything like that.
Dude, speaking of great cinematography, we watched a fucking flop of a movie. Probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Have you ever seen the Disney cartoon called Treasure Planet?
Treasure Planet?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I've never seen this movie either. And from what I hear, I've heard about it. I've heard a lot of people bring it up, like just casually, being like, oh, just saying something like, oh, but it's not as good as like Treasure Planet, you know, like little small things. And I've never really understood why. And then I just learned why it's considered so good, yet you've never heard of it. Okay. So this movie was directed by John Musker and Ron Clements, and these two dudes are like responsible for like all the hits in Disney, like early Disney,
So is this
like
an actual
90s,
cartoon?
like 90s Disney, 80s and 90s Disney. Okay, John Musker and Ron Clements, they wrote like all the bangers, Aladdin, all that shit, right? So I guess what happened was, so you've never heard of this movie, right?
No.
You've never seen this movie.
No.
No, neither have I, man. I've never heard of it. Never seen it. People want the sequel because there's supposed to be like 3 movies of it, and everybody's like, everyone's like, damn, dude, there's not ever going to be a sequel for this movie. Like, that's horrible. So anyways, these two dudes, they wanted to write this movie in like the 80s, okay? Or they did write this movie. And they went to Disney, top Disney guys, and they're like, hey, we had this movie. And they're like, no, we don't want to do that movie. Give us something else. And they're like, okay, here's this movie called Little Mermaid, you know?
They
Banger.
did Little Mermaid?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Pretty sure they did Little Mermaid. You know, they come out, or no, they did I think they did like Mouseketeers or something, whatever bangers before Little Mermaid. They were like, here, you know, here's these bangers, boom, 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 hits. They're like, hey, cool, those movies hit. Can we do this, our Treasure Planet movie right now? You know, top guys are like, no, we want something else. Okay, here's Little Mermaid, banger. Can we do Treasure Planet now? No. Do something else for us. Okay, here's Aladdin, banger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Banger. Here's Lion King, banger. You know, can we do Treasure Planet? No. That was like their passion project. You know how I am about passion projects.
Yeah,
Pokemon
for sure.
and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, so this movie was like their passion project. So what they did was I guess they went above whoever they were talking to. They went to the person above that person. Okay. And the team that was telling them no, they went above them, and those people were like, yeah, you can do Treasure Island or Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
Just go for it, you know. So they do that, and it pissed off the people whose heads they went over, right? So this movie gets released the same year Lilo and Stitch gets released. Lilo and Stitch is considered like the heaviest marketed, like one of the heaviest marketed Disney movies.
Yeah.
All right. And the reason why it's so heavily marketed is because it was kind of like an attack on these dudes. They put zero marketing into this movie on purpose, right? And because these guys came out with this movie, I think someone saw it and was like, all right, I think this movie's a banger. And they're like, yeah, bro, we got like 2 more. Like, we got 2 more of this movie. So they fucking gave it no marketing, put all the marketing in Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch blows the fuck up. Nobody's ever heard of this movie. This movie flops. It bombs. Now they don't ever have to worry about these motherfuckers coming up to them asking them about their damn Treasure Planet anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, basically out of spite, these dudes that put out fucking Disney bangers
Is it
just
musical?
got squashed. I have no idea, dude. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's like a...
Like, just like a Ferngully or something?
Yeah, it's like a sci-fi pirate.
This appears to be some kind of map.
This is the moment Jim Hawkins
Cartoon.
had always dreamed of.
I don't know. I'm going to watch it with my kids one day.
Treasure Planet. Now,
Now, did they do
He's
the
determined to go
Atlantis
for it.
movie?
This is my chance to set things
I don't
right.
know.
I
I'm
don't
not
wanna
sure.
lose
Let's
you.
look them up. Look up, let's IMDb John
Ron
Musker.
Clements?
Let's do John Musker.
John Musker?
Oh, you got Ron Clements? Yeah, go fucking, don't matter. Either or.
I think they both work together.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
pretty
they
much
do.
Everything.
Let's see. Let's go all the way. Let's go to like 90s.
Oh, they did them all, man.
Okay, yeah. Hercules,
Yeah.
Little Mermaid 2. They did them all.
They did Aladdin, Little Mermaid.
Let's go down farther. Okay, so The Great Mouse Detective, it was their first hit,
That's a good one too.
right? So that's 1986. Then they put out Little Mermaid, banger, right? Put out Aladdin, banger. Go up. They screenplayed it. They wrote Little Mermaid. They screenplayed Aladdin. Go up. Keep going. These are all like little things. Then they do Hercules.
That's pretty big. 97 banger.
Hercules is a banger, dude.
Yeah.
I love Hercules. I love the TV show too. I used to watch it all the time. So they do Hercules, and then they get to do Treasure Planet.
In 2002.
in
And this is when
2002.
cartoon, actual animated movies are on their way out too.
Are on their way out, yeah. The Little Mermaid gets crushed. They do The Princess and the Frog, and then they do Moana.
Oh,
They're the Disney hitmakers,
for sure.
and their passion project got fucking just buried.
They didn't do the Atlantis one. It kind of looked like, you know, Atlantis movie I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It
I don't
looked
think that's
like that.
Disney.
Is it not Disney?
I don't think it's Disney. Didn't Creed do like the sound?
I hope so.
Can you take me higher? I think that movie that was associated with that movie.
Maybe.
Wasn't it?
Enzo?
Nozo. Enzo Nozo. But yeah, I don't know. I just found that interesting. I like it because I like when people do passion things, and that's how I know that. Like, I haven't seen this movie, but I know it's probably good
I'm sure of it.
because it's a passion project by the dudes that write these bangers, right? Like, it's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, all the ones that they've done they knocked out the park. I mean, I've never seen Moana.
You never seen Moana, dog?
No.
Oh, bro.
There's a
Moana's-
lot of pedo symbols in it.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh yeah,
There's a
bro.
lot.
Dude, the music's so good in Moana.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Everybody talks about this fucking Encanto shit. Encanto. I fucking hated that movie.
Encanto?
Encanto,
I don't know what
whatever.
that is.
Dude, my kids didn't like it. Joe was obsessed with it. Joe was like, "Oh, music's so good." I don't think so, man.
No?
I thought that movie was trash.
Little Mermaid's one of my favorites, to be honest.
Okay. I never really liked the movie.
I love Little Mermaid. I like the music in Little Mermaid. That's really what, like,
Okay.
Under the Sea, dog.
Under the Sea's good.
I ain't
yeah.
gonna do it again.
No,
But
it's- yeah, I mean, it's got banger music.
you
I
go a
gotta say.
couple episodes back, and I give you guys a little
Little
taste
preview.
of Little Mermaid.
Um,
But they did the screenplay. I wonder how that works. Like, wonder if they write the song. Here's the Atlantis thing.
it is Disney.
It kind of looks like that movie a little bit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers probably saw fucking drawings of
Yeah.
the
When was this one
Musker and
released?
Clements fucking Treasure Planet 2001.
This was 2001.
Yeah,
So this was right before it.
but those dudes had that since like the 80s, bro.
Oh, look at it. Go back real quick. Oh, I'm talking to myself.
You see a pedo?
I
symbol?
sure did.
I sure did. Oh, boom.
Isn't that one right there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that like Boy Lover or something?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
Lord. Yeah, these sickos.
Sickos. What were we talking about? What were we saying? Oh, what you know? Moana. You gotta watch Moana.
Moana.
It's gotta be good music, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Rock.
The Rock's in it. Yeah,
The
I
Rock
know.
sings in it, and
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's about.
it's good.
Lilo and Stitch. I don't think I've ever seen either.
Oh, really?
No,
Lilo and Stitch is good. That's not music though.
no, that's not music,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
No.
that's. I might have seen Lilo and Stitch. They did a show too, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I've watched the show.
Yeah, show's not bad either.
No, show's not bad.
No. I love the Hercules show.
Yeah, the Hercules movie's great too.
I like the show better than I like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have anything to do with the show? I didn't see that on there.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, they
Oh,
get credited.
yeah.
It's based off of their work. Where am I at here? Trying to think if there's any other. Oh, so my kids have been sick, so we've been watching like a lot of stuff. Me and Hayden watched 3 Spider-Man movies in a row.
3 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, because she was like couch ridden, you know.
Like the movies.
Yeah. We watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
And then we followed that by the Homecoming and Far From Home, the Marvel ones, right? And Andrew Garfield's my favorite Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Like that movie had some bad takes on things, but for the most part, I thought that movie was pretty banger, and it got shit on.
I just seen
And
the
I
first
don't-
one.
You never saw part 2?
No.
I thought it was really good.
I like the first one though. First one's
First
where he
one's-
skates and stuff in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love his Peter Parker. I think his Spider-Man is fucking fantastic. He gets the comedy. Absolutely. He hits it out of the park. Like, I'm not saying like the new guy, this new Tom Holland isn't, you know,
Yeah.
isn't bad or anything like that. Like he's good, but his is more like accidentally funny. Is that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His is more like oh no.
Yeah, like he's like a klutzy.
He's like, yeah,
klutzy
oh shit,
teenager.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, where Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is like purposely funny, like
Sharp.
he's fucking with the bad guys,
Yeah.
you know, he's having a good time with them,
Yeah.
and he does it so well. I think the suit looks dope. Yeah, the second one got shit on, and I don't really understand why. Like it's pretty deep.
Who's the villain in it?
The main villain is Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Or
something like
was
that.
Was he reprised in the newest one too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back. Gwen Stacy dies in it.
Oh,
And
that's
they
kinda
do a really good job with that, and they keep it's very, very close to the source material of it, you know, because the dude that plays Harry Osborn, I like what they did with him and how he becomes the Goblin. You know, they do this like he has like a this disease that runs in his family that's killing him, and he injects himself with the shit that turns him all ugly looking and shit.
Who's Harry Osborn?
That dude, Dane DeHaan. He broke out in the Chronicles
Oh yeah.
movie.
That kid's a good
that
actor.
superhero movie that was
Yeah.
really good by Josh Trank, who
Yep.
got fucking blacklisted from Hollywood.
Did he?
Yeah, he got blacklisted because of his Fantastic Four movie. So he put out a Fantastic Four movie with what's his name from Top Gun and Drumline, or not Drumline, Whiplash.
Val Kilmer?
No, the dude, the dude in Whiplash, the movie Whiplash about the drummer.
I don't know.
You ever seen Whiplash?
I don't know if I've seen Whiplash. I've seen Drumline.
Drumline, dope ass movie, dog.
Like
Nick Cannon, yeah, bro. I fucking love that movie.
Whiplash.
I can't think of his fucking name.
I don't know.
Miles Teller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Miles Teller's. So Josh Trank, who made Chronicles, which was that found footage superhero movie, which was fucking fantastic. It was basically like that Akira movie, that Japanese anime everyone loves and shit.
Okay.
He like basically just like made that movie with like a found footage, and it was low budget and it was fucking great. It had Michael B. Jordan in it. Had the guy that played Harry Osborn. But he made this because of that. He got the fucking Fantastic Four movie, so he makes it, and then something happened where like they released all these like reshoots happened and all this shit, and it was basically studio involvement got involved and like tore down his movie.
Okay.
Right, and his take was like darker and everything, like edgier, and all this shit, and they came in fucking. Told him no, said no, nerfed it, and then he came out and he was like, "Yo, this ain't my fucking movie."
Did Zack Snyder his ass?
Zack Snyder his ass big time, and he came out and was like, "Yo, this ain't my fucking movie. Like, that's bullshit." Blah blah. And they were like,
Yeah, you don't hear anything about the Fantastic Four movie.
"No, because it's not good.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it at all.
It wasn't good. That's why."
Well, I know something. Side point: this movie, this Amazing Spider-Man 2. Has a 6.6 on IMDb, which is only 5 points better than the Noel Diaries. Which
it didn't get received well.
Which is why I can tell by just looking at this that there's no possible way that many people received the Noel Diaries.
I loved it, man. As a fan, like I fucking loved it, and like all my I know a lot about Spider-Man, but my Spider-Man knowledge has never been from comics, okay? My Spider-Man knowledge was always from
TV show.
The TV show and the collector cards.
The collector cards?
Yeah, like, you know, fucking cards.
Like sports cards?
Yeah. Yeah, like me, Tony, and Josh used to fucking collect that shit.
Gay.
I guess. I mean,
Like superhero collector cards?
yeah,
Why do I not
superhero and
remember
hockey.
I remember a little bit of your hockey cards.
Yeah, I have like a whole box somewhere in my house full of fucking superhero things. Tony has like this metal one, like a metal like container, like it's like a Marvel.
Okay.
It has like metal cards in it and shit.
And the cards would have little stories on them?
Yeah, cards would always
Like
have like
little mini
stories
comics?
and stuff on it, like bios and shit. And you would get different, you know, there'd be like 300 different versions of a Spider-Man card, and each one would have like a new random thing. But anyways, that's how I always got my information of Spider-Man, my knowledge of Spider-Man. And watching this movie though, it was really cool because it had its own vibe to it. But then like it also, there's some parts that felt like there's hints of like Val Kilmer Batman, like Schumacher Batman,
Yeah.
in there, you know, and hints of Tim Burton Batman in it. And I just thought it did a lot of it did a lot of things really well. And yeah, it had some fucking bad takes, like the Rhino thing. Like they had Rhino in it, and they made him like his suit was stupid. I thought Jamie Foxx's character was pretty cool looking. I thought he looked really cool. He just like he was glowing. He glows, and they had this really cool soundtrack for him. And because this movie came out in 2014, I believe. So his soundtrack was like this, like it would like have these his character. So Jamie Foxx's character was like this nerd guy that nobody paid attention to, right? And he was obsessed with Spider-Man and everything, but his life was just fucked. And then he gets all this power, and all these people are paying attention to him, so he felt like powerful. Dog. Dog.
It's not.
Okay. And so his soundtrack, when he would start getting pissed off, like it would have this talking going on. He'd be like, "He's lying to us. He's doing this. He's fucking with us." Blah, blah, blah. And then like under that, like just like dubstep would start playing.
Okay.
He'd be like, it was just cool. Yeah, and like I said, his Spider-Man is just so good. The Gwen Stacy death scene is fucking, it hit hard. Like they did it right. So, because in the comics, the Green Goblin kidnaps her, drops her off a bridge. Oh! And he's not able to save her in time. In this, he does the same. He basically does the same thing. It's not on a bridge, but it's in like this building, this big clock tower. And she falls. He saves her, and then the web gets cut, and she falls, and so he jumps, right? And he's like falling with her, and he shoots his web out, and it hits her, attaches it to her, and he gets it on the fucking thing, and he got her too late, so the web stretches out, and she fucking hits like that.
She just taps, right?
She taps it and
But
comes back
dies.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
She like goes down, taps it, comes back up.
I think I've seen that scene.
And he like goes down, and he's like, "Hey, are you all right? You all right?"
And she smoked
She's
her
fucking
head.
dead, dude.
Yeah.
Just hanging there dead. But
So
yeah,
you like this one, huh?
yeah, I like this one.
Is this scene right here with Jamie Foxx one of the ones will feature the music in it?
Yeah. Oh wait, what is this?
Over here?
No, do like Electro Times Square scene.
I just want to hear that music now. You said that. Right here?
Yeah. You got fast forward it. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Wait till he's talking to Spider-Man. Keep going.
Sparkles!
Yo, Sparkles!
Right here?
Hey, how you doing?
It's you?
Yeah, I know it's me. Who are you?
Yeah, right here, it's fine.
You don't remember me?
No? Did I?
I walked into the street. The car almost hit me. You swooped me up. You saved me. You said you needed me.
The guy with the blueprints.
Yes. Blueprints.
Yes, I remember you. Of course I remember you. You have my eyes and ears. What's your name again?
How could you forget me?
Oh, I do. I know it. Don't tell me.
It's Max.
Is it Max?
Yes.
I'm sorry I didn't recognize you with the... You look different. How are you?
I don't know what's going on with me.
I can see that. I believe you.
Strange. Power. I feel I got so much. I got so much anger.
I can see that. I can see you don't want to be here. I can see you're
look
scared. I
bad.
can see you don't
No,
know what's happening
it's
to
great.
you. I can
It's
see
great.
that you
It's
don't want
very
to hurt
comic-y.
anybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
Got a clear shot. Standing by.
I don't want them shooting
I'm not
me.
gonna shoot you. You guys, this is my buddy Max. I told you about Max. No one shoots at Max. You and me, okay? It's just you and me talking. Whoa, stay right there. Stay right there.
forgot
Just
she
be
was
careful.
back there.
The grate, because the electricity just...
I just wanted everyone to see me.
He makes a move. You take that shot.
How about you come with me?
Okay.
Go somewhere we'll talk. Away from all these people, okay?
Yeah, it's...
I love the build of it.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Shut up! You're so selfish.
Stay with me, Max.
You hear the voices? It's like what's going on in his head,
No, I
but it's
didn't
the
set
song.
you up.
You lied to me.
No, I'm trying to help you. Let me help you.
I love the images of it.
Yeah, like the colors are fucking great. Yeah, it's got like this perfect balance of like there's some cheesy in it and
As it should, Spider-Man should always be
Yeah,
cheesy.
it should have some cheesy in it.
Spider-Man is like the one that can get away with the most cheese.
I think so.
But it looks like, I mean, the colors looks good. I mean, it kind of makes me want to watch both of them again.
Yeah.
And that's the last one of it, right? That's they were supposed to do another one, weren't they?
Yeah, they set it up. They set up a whole at the
whole
very end
world,
of this,
yeah.
the Sinister Six, like the bad guys and everything. Yeah, it's too bad.
I want to know who did the soundscape. I mean, that's cool. Because if you looked, like the whole score of that was like how they actually did the movements of like the spider of his web slinging.
Yeah,
Like it was all like incorporated in the score. That was really cool.
yeah. And his comedy is just on point in the movie.
He's the man. I mean,
He's a great actor.
yeah,
He's fantastic.
he's awesome.
Andrew Garfield. Then we watched the Marvel ones and like I don't know, they're okay. Like they're fun,
Yeah, I liked him.
you know. They're okay.
You know, I don't think I've seen the second one because I remember feeling like I was kind of lost. Or in what's the last one called? They're very similar names too.
No Way Home.
No Way Home was the most recent one where
Yeah.
all of them come back into it. The one before that
Far From Home.
in London, right?
Yeah, Europe. Yeah,
Europe.
yeah.
I don't think I've
London.
ever seen that.
Yeah, it's okay.
And that's the first one with Tom Holland.
No, Homecoming.
Homecoming. I have seen Homecoming.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I missed that second one because in the newest one I was like kind of confused.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
what the
kind of
fuck's
like
going on?
the only thing I liked and I want to see what they do next with him because of the way that No Way Home ended. No Way Home ended with him putting on his own version of his suit,
Okay.
his homemade suit,
Yeah.
right? And that's what I hated about those Spider-Mans. I hated that he was Iron Man Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everything was gadgets
Yeah,
and
it was all
tech.
hooked up already.
Tech, you
Yeah.
know, and like this, all he has is his fucking web slingers. That's it,
Yeah.
and his spider senses.
I love in the newest one when they touch on Tobey Maguire's able to
Organically,
organically do it. Like they like touch on that whole thing. It's
Yeah.
that scene where all three of them is fantastic.
yeah, those are great. That was a great part of it. I liked in that movie how they showed how fucking they really gave strength to the Green Goblin
Oh yeah.
because the Green Goblin's fucked up. Like he's kind of like a Joker.
Yeah.
If not, he's like on the same par as Joker
Yeah.
in that world. Like he's done a lot of fucked up shit,
And his
and
Green
he's
Goblin,
really strong. And
like his Green Goblin in the original Spider-Man's was like stole the show too.
yeah, but he in the original one though he was just kind of like whatever. He was there, you know. It's like they didn't
Yeah.
superhero movies weren't there
No,
yet.
no,
like, that
but-
was
but you
a very
remember-
important movie for them to get to where
Yeah,
they need
exactly.
to be. But in this movie, they showed like how like when he beats the fuck out of them,
Yes.
and
yes.
he's like putting them through fucking floors of
Yeah.
of an apartment building and shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
you know, that's cool. But yeah, Hayden liked it. She liked them. She got kind of bored in the Homecoming, or not Homecoming, the Far From Home.
Far From Home, the London one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel. I don't know. It feels. Far From Home doesn't feel Spider-Man because they're in fucking Europe. Yeah, he doesn't wear his costume much in it.
Okay. It doesn't
You
take
know?
place in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really feel very Spider-Man-esque.
His scene, Tom Holland's Spider-Man in Endgames is awesome too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
like made me cry.
Yeah.
Like adult
It,
tears.
the Tom Holland the Peter Parker Tony Stark relationship is amazing.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? Like it, look, I like I like Tom Holland Spider-Man, but it's just it's very different. It's not my Spider-Man, you know.
Is it like a comic books fan Spider-Man though?
No,
No. It's just
Shouldn't
kind of
be.
it's kind of a new
shouldn't maybe like newer type
newer takes on it.
like
newer.
like after, because I mean there is some point in the comics, you know, Spider-Man does get the Iron Man suit and he goes public and he gets help from Tony Stark and everything. So maybe in that era it is somewhat accurate, but I don't know that era. So
You know who's responsible for the
because it wasn't
score
in the cartoon.
of Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Who?
Hans
Explosions?
Zimmer.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Really? That's cool. That makes sense now, right? Like,
Hans Zimmer and a super group called the Magnificent Six. So it's like a bunch of different composers. Pharrell Williams is in on that too.
Junkie XL.
Yep.
He probably made the
All the electronic stuff. Yeah.
that's probably him. Yeah, check that out, man. It's on fucking. It's on Stars.
I
said you have Stars?
Yeah, I have Stars.
Yeah.
I've been paying for Stars for so long.
There's a lot of good shit on
I
there,
know,
man.
I know. I
That's
was
why
stoked when you told me that.
yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
That's what we did. Is we just went on Stars and fucking just put on Spider-Man. and
Dude, I
shit.
fucking don't watch TV. I was home. I had yesterday and today off. I was like, I'm gonna watch a couple movies, for the show to talk about today and stuff. And like, I didn't turn my TV on one time.
Oh, okay.
I
I haven't
I did play video games like all day yesterday,
right.
but like
Yeah.
today I listened to I listened to podcasts. Podcasts like they took over all my entertainment.
Okay.
Like I don't listen to music that much anymore.
Because you can't listen to them at work, right?
Only for like
See,
the first hour.
That's where I get my podcast.
Yeah,
thing,
that's
'cause I can
nice.
listen all
I know.
day.
I'm jealous of anybody that can like
Yeah.
has a job where they can just keep a headphone in and just do that. Like today, I just finished The Hunger Games on Audible,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I know you have no credits, but the fucking books, the Hunger Game books are fantastic.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, that stinks. They're cool. They touch on like elitism and like the weirdness of like the elite society and how it touches on a lot of like cool shit, like 1984 type of shit.
Right.
And like the President Snow's like breath smells of blood because he's been drinking blood. Like they add those little hints in there.
Okay.
And like
Yeah, because I remember there's a scene where he takes a sip of the champagne and blood comes in.
yeah.
And Allison told me about that scene because that scene didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I was like, why is there blood in his drink?
The movie
You know?
sucked, I thought, but
And she told me why, and it was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, they should have either just not done that scene at all or
Yeah.
explain it. you
yeah,
know?
in the books they explain like his breath. They always talk of his breath smelling of blood, and I was like, oh, because they're drinking blood.
Yeah, and
the
it's-
elites.
And all the elites look like fucking liberals.
Yes, they're all got diamond. She's like, I don't want to be dyed magenta with diamonds in my face, and
Yeah.
you know, like she doesn't want to be, taken over by those types of people.
Yeah.
Those crazy, like obsessive people with like tons of plastic surgery and
Yeah.
probably a bunch of transgenders and shit. Like it's a good. The books are just good, man. They really do a cool job of like. I didn't like the movies, and it definitely.
I liked them.
I know, and everyone who didn't read the book, even people who read the books like the movies. Most people like them, but that was one of those ones where it was just like the books were just so good to me that the movies could never do it justice. Like I thought the character choice like all looked good. Like now
Wait, did you read the books before the movie?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I went with my ex-girlfriend. We were at dinner and we were like, "Oh, let's go see a movie," and because it was right there, and we were just like, "What's the next movie playing?" And it's like this thing called Hunger Games.
Oh, you had I didn't tell you
No
about Hunger
idea,
Games?
nothing. I knew nothing about Hunger
Really?
Games.
Because that was
Nothing.
when we were
I didn't see a
probably
trailer.
living in Pontiac.
We were in Pontiac.
That's why
You were working early,
Yeah.
super early, and yeah, we didn't see that much unless band
We
practice.
lived together.
No?
It's weird.
But yeah, and we went and saw. We just picked Hunger Games. We're like, okay, whatever. Let's go see this.
Yeah.
Oh no, we looked at the rating, and it had good ratings. So we were like, let's go see this, and
Yeah.
no idea what it was about. And I was like, oh shit, this movie fucking dope.
Yeah.
I think I just like the story of it.
I'm excited to rewatch them, but the audibles are fucking great. The chick who reads them does an awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like I bought another credit so I could start the second one.
Yeah.
Like, I spent like $14.
I know. I think after Christmas or something, I'm gonna
resubscribe.
yeah, sometime in like the spring or some shit.
Yeah. So I just started the second book of that. So, and that's one of the books that I read the physical copy. I read the second book in a day,
Okay.
which I've never done before in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third book was a little slow, but
Right.
those books they're just cool. They're just cool stories. Cool, like it's like that, and I've been playing. They kind of go into. I've been playing like battle royales, video games, which are like what Hunger Games are.
Yeah.
It's like a real life battle royale
Yeah,
where like
yeah.
the rings are closing in, and like they have to, last man standing wins.
Yeah.
So it like really plays into all that too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when I'm playing my game, I pretend I'm Katniss Everdeen.
Okay. Yeah, and we just found out. So Audible used to do this thing where you could like, if you downloaded a book, you could send it to someone,
Yeah, which would have been awesome.
and they took that feature away because I was trying to get Ready Player 2 from Jim. And we found out that they took that away because they're not making enough money or something. I don't know.
Dude, I
like,
don't know how they're fucking
they're Amazon
raping me
owned.
every month for $14. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not that. Like the way I justified it was like I looked at like a book, and how much a book would be, which would be like $10.
No, the deal's good. I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Like you're paying $14 a month, but you're getting a free book. You're getting a $25 to $30 book for $14.
Yeah. And if you
Every
use
month.
all the features of Audible, which is like podcasting and which I don't, but
Yeah.
you know, they have free books on there too.
Yep.
So there are other
Yeah, I
perks of
listen to Animal Farm.
Yeah, Animal
Because
Farm
I have
is
the
free.
I have like the half membership, so I could keep my shit that I haven't finished and all that. And
So you don't get any credits though?
I don't get credits. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you pay for it though?
Yeah.
$7 or something like
Yeah.
that? Just so you can listen to the books that are in your library?
Yeah. That, and I can. There's like
The free books.
and
Yeah.
shit. I have access to that, and like I said, I use that for like Animal Farm and shit.
You can check us out
Which you should
on
listen
Audible,
to.
which I just found out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta listen to us on Audible.
Yeah, go
instead.
listen to us on
So
Audible.
get my money's worth.
Yeah.
But you should listen to Animal Farm on there. It's real quick.
I started it. I fell
Started it?
asleep though. I put it on like at night one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's fucking free. This is perfect.
Trying to I don't want to. I know I still got some pop culture to get into. Oh, have you seen the trailer for? Let's jump on another trailer. Have you seen the trailer for this new Christmas movie that I think is going to be a classic? It's called Violent Night.
Noel Diaries. Violent Night.
Yeah, it's called Violent Night. Let's watch the trailer real quick.
You think that this is gonna be?
I think this is going to be a Christmas classic.
Violent Night trailer. What am I doing here?
This is going to be like watching Die Hard on Christmas. We're going to watch this trailer, and if you want to see it, just go to our YouTube.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe if
To
you're
watch
going
it
on that
with
YouTube
us. If
and
you want to
watch
watch it with us.
Yeah, watching this YouTube. Let me know if you guys and comment if you hate us doing this because we've been doing this a lot lately. So,
Yeah, comment and tell us you hate it, and we just won't give a fuck.
yep, we're gonna keep doing it.
You ain't
Put it up
driving,
here.
are you?
All right, here we go.
You're a little, but the ranger do most of the work.
This
So
is my
that's-
4th year as a
That's
Santa.
Harper from
How about you?
Stranger Things.
I started the whole damn thing.
Sound like Jack Nicholson.
It's Christmas!
We decided that you could have one gift.
Early.
What is it?
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
I can talk to Santa.
All right, revelers. Welcome to your worst Christmas ever.
Let's go!
You have $300 million in your personal vault.
John Leguizamo?
That's what I want for Christmas.
I don't want any trouble, okay? Someone's gonna scooch up that chimney.
Who is he? Because he's not your typical mall Santa.
Santa, are you there? Daddy said you were very busy tonight. My name's Trudy Lightstone. Are you gonna help us, Santa?
Yeah, Trudy.
Santa?
You're on my nice list. Santa Claus is coming to town. Time for some season's beatings.
Who the hell are you?
Boss, what if he really is the real?
No such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
Come on. Which one of you did that? Prancer? So unprofessional.
That looks good. It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a classic.
It's like John Wick, Santa
Meets
Claus.
Die Hard,
Yeah,
the
Die
heist.
Hard.
You know, I'm a
Save
little
the Best.
biased on it. This is the other thing, John Wick 4. I'm a little biased on it because I had this idea. I wanted to make a short film, for a long time, where I wanted Matt to play a Santa Claus, and it would start off with Santa Claus, him in like a interrogation room, and he's all fucking bloody. His knuckles are all fucking bloody and shit. And I wanted it to be this short of like kind of like a Casey Jones meets Santa Claus,
Okay.
and it would just be about one of those, Santa Claus on the streets, like saving this girl who's getting robbed in the alley by these guys, and he like just beats the fuck out of them,
Okay.
like Casey Jones,
Oh.
but it's Santa Claus.
Yeah, now if you did it, so you're ripping off this.
Yeah,
Still be good though.
yeah.
Like you like the
Like the
Salvation
Bell
Army
Ringers,
guy.
yeah, like a Salvation Army Santa
Yeah.
Claus, But whatever, someone did it, so
Yeah.
it's out there.
They did it. And the Harper guy, that guy's gonna be good.
Yeah, I like him.
And that's the guys that did Nobody with
Is it Nobody?
Better Call Saul.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. It looks like
it's,
that.
it's a very similar feeling to that.
Yeah, John Leguizamo's a little bitch now, dude.
Yeah, whatever.
He's such a bitch now.
Yeah, you gotta separate sometimes.
I know. It just sucks because
He's the whole Latinx guy.
he's
all
such a
behind
little
all that
bitch,
shit,
man. He's just like he's always just whining about like Latin people and shit.
I
Like,
know.
it was hard for me to get a job, blah blah blah, because I was Latino and everything. It's like, motherfucker, you were Luigi in like fucking the past and
Yeah.
fucking like I don't know what you're talking about. You were part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like I grew up liking you.
Yeah. Dude, I liked you in fucking Executive Decision, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You weren't the lead, but like I remember liking John Leguizamo in that.
Yeah.
Like you did it. Like, what are you worried about?
He just whines all the time about not enough representation. It's like,
I know they actually another little flashback to the Wednesday thing. There was like some reporter baited her into like, how does it feel to be representing your heritage? Kind of like a question to her, like being like, how does it feel to represent your heritage in this role? Because she's playing, I guess, a Latino person, even though you don't really even realize it's not like doesn't scream Latino.
yeah, it's fucking Adam's
It's
family.
Adam's family,
dude.
but like she's
They
like,
don't make sense.
well, now it's amazing that that people can see that a Latino person can have a lead role, and it's like, motherfucker, like what about J-Lo? What about like Selena Gomez? What about like
yeah.
Selena, the actual real Selena? Or I guess that was J-Lo playing Selena, but still, like I mean, there's been what's the lady from Spanglish and shit? Is that Penelope Cruz?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of them. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's not like a misrepresentation
Yeah,
of
and
Latino
his bigger thing is like,
people.
I don't give a fuck.
No, why are you?
I don't
making-
give a
no.
fuck what
It's like why are you
heritage
why are
they
you
are.
race baiting this lady into his question? Like you're making it about race. Like it's
It's
stupid.
like I just want to know, are they a good actor? Like
Yeah.
like I don't care if they're black, white, brown. Like are they a good actor? Cool.
It's that whole. I mean, it's Creed 3.
Creed 3.
I never seen Creed 2, but the first Creed was.
I liked Creed 2.
Creed. The original Creed was awesome. That movie's fucking awesome. What's that guy who plays?
it's great.
Plays Creed, Michael
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He kills that. That's a badass movie too. That movie gets you stoked. I was working out a lot during that time. That movie got me amped.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I liked part 2 too.
So there's a third one coming out too. A bunch of movies coming out.
Bunch of movies coming out, man.
That's
why
good.
this is such a heavy pop culture episode.
I seen something cool about The Departed. The scene where Jack is executing the husband and wife. in where his character's executing the husband and wife by the beach, and he shoots her in the head and says,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that scene was initially, I seen something on TikTok with Matt Damon describing it, and he was like, that scene was supposed to be just Jack killing a guy by the beach.
Yeah.
And he's like, that'd be awesome, but we could do it if, he's like, it'd be better if it was a girl. And he's like, yeah. And, they're talking about, yeah, that'd be cool. He's like, and there's two of them, and the other guy's with me. And he's like, and it'd be awesome if she fell. And I said, she fell funny. And he's like, and then we could end it. He's like, we could end the scene there. He's like, or he's like, you could see the other guy bend down with an axe in his hand. He's like, you could end the scene there, or you could be like, he says, you should really see somebody. I guess he like added all that onto the scene. Like it was just supposed, it was just supposed to be like just him shooting him in the head,
and then cutting to something else.
And he added all that to it, and they're like that. And that scene's like iconic in the movie too.
Yeah,
really like builds his character's like craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He felt funny. You should really see something.
That movie is one that I haven't watched it in a long time, but I've watched it a lot. And I think I could probably use a rewatching of The Departed.
Okay.
I blew that movie out though for like a good 5 years straight. Watching it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go back to The
Yeah.
Departed. You really can. I watched Funny People.
Oh, that's great.
It's okay.
I loved it.
It's okay because I used to think it was great too.
Yeah.
And now on my most recent watch, that movie is like it's about 40 minutes too long.
I'm sure of that.
It's about 40 minutes too long.
I'm sure of that.
It turns into two different movies.
Okay.
It really does. Once the first half of it's great. All the stand-up stuff, the stand-up scene, him dying, everything. And then once he finds out he's not dying, it turns into him getting back together with his old ex-girlfriend and then her cheating on her husband with him. And then it just becomes in that home. So it goes from this whole like actor stand-up scene, like movie, like like in that scene, the comedy scene,
showing them the roommates and stuff,
showing everything and how that's like, which is cool, like behind the scenes of that, to all of a sudden like this like
weird
domestic
love story.
Like love story within this house.
Yeah, he does stay in the house for quite a bit at the end, right? It's
That's,
the whole second act.
The whole second act is them at her house. They drove like 6 hours to go to her house.
Yeah, and they're just supposed to
go
go there
spend
for
the
a
night,
second.
and they sleep together, and then it becomes the husband and him getting in a fight,
which is a fun scene, right?
It is, but you're kind of just like, holy shit, this movie's still going. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been watching this movie for like 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine that on the rewatch of it. I've only probably seen it once or twice, if that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've rewatched it.
Adam Sandler's fantastic in it.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
And I feel like he's just playing himself.
I think so too.
You know?
Yep.
Which is why it's so good. It's because it's like him just being him.
Yeah. It's a cool insight to stand up, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
With like Seth Rogen's character and like how Jonah Hill and him and like they're struggling the whole
They're
hierarchy. Yeah.
It's all competitive and stuff. And then they have Jason Schwartzman, is their friend who actually has a sitcom and some shitty show.
Yeah.
But he's like super full of himself.
Yeah.
Everybody just cares about themselves.
I think when I rewatched it, I don't think I finished it. I think I have seen it a second time, but I just watched like the first half.
Yeah.
Because that's all.
Yeah, first half's great.
Yeah. Because it's really long.
Second half is good. Like, it's not bad. It's It's just like you're exhausted by it. You're like over the movie by then.
Yeah.
And it's like it's this totally different thing happening. It's like
Yeah.
a totally different vibe.
Kinda
Like it should have just been its own thing.
Takes
It should have been a sequel.
Yeah, it takes the whole like Seth Rogen's character kind of out of it too a little bit. I mean, he's still there, but like it's not
Yeah.
focused on him and like his pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. But that first act is great though.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
First act is great.
It has Aziz Ansari who's like fucking doing like black talk.
He actually took that. What's his name? Is it Tommy, or whatever his character's name is in there? It got such good reception that he actually started using that in his actual,
I'm sure.
his actual stand up,
I'm sure, yeah.
like that character
Okay.
and what that character does on the
Yeah.
show. You know, like his bit, like
Yeah,
his
he's kind
shtick.
of he's kind of black, but
No, he does the hyper like I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta
yeah,
have it, gotta have it.
yeah. Aziz Ansari is pretty good stand up too.
I like it. I love him in Parks and Recs.
Yeah.
So.
His stand up his most recent special is pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet.
It's pretty woke, but
I started watching Ari Shaffir's Shafir's Jew
it's good.
today. Started listening to that today. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm only like not even halfway through it.
I seen that live. I seen it here in 2019 when he was running it before.
Oh, you saw it live?
Yeah. I seen him at Magic Bag, Ferndale. It was
Really?
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been building that hour for like 5 years or
Yeah.
so. So it was like I saw it 2019, and he was working it out then. But then he got like canceled, and then COVID happened.
What did he get canceled for?
Kobe. He did like a
Oh, I
Kobe
heard about
died,
that, yeah.
and he was like, "Oh," he's like,
Shane Gillis talked about that.
yeah, he was
on
like,
something.
yeah, he just went in like saying like,
Yeah,
it's good. It was good that he died. A rapist, or another rapist
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
out.
yeah, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, and like he just shits because he does that to like if anyone dies, like Ari Shaffir is like known to like immediately
Shit on him.
Like
Okay.
that's just kind of like a shtick that he does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, I was digging it. It wasn't. I tell you this though. My favorite stand-up right now is Shane Gillis.
oh, dude, I've been telling you to
I know.
get on to
I
Shane
I
Gillis.
haven't been on stand-up at all.
Yeah.
I was like, all of a sudden I was like, man, I really could go for some stand-up. Who should I check out? Who should I listen to? Because I almost went with Louis C.K.'s new stuff.
I want to watch
But then
that too.
I said, oh, I got to check out that Shane Gillis guy.
And
so I
Lewis
watched
is
his
behind a paywall too.
Okay.
So
And so I watched his I think it's his only stand up, right?
yeah, it's his first special.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was just so good, dude.
Live in Austin, I
I
think it's
watched
called.
it at work. I laughed out loud so many times
Oh, dude.
while I was working.
Dude.
And then I started going into I wanted more.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I gotta watch his next special.
Yeah.
Or his special before that. And
Yeah.
it just didn't exist.
No.
So I started looking up like, random things he would do, like going on these like comedy shows. Like there was one called like On the Spot or something.
Stand Up on the Spot. It's fucking good. His
So
stand up on the
I
spot
watched
is
them all.
fucking
Yeah,
good.
they're all
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
And so I watched those, and then I watched it was like a 20-minute clip from Joe Rogan where he's talking about how he got canceled.
Yeah.
That whole thing. I
Yep.
thought that was funny. There's a part in there where he fucking makes a joke.
And Joe doesn't get
And
it.
Joe doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
and he looks around, and
He's
nobody's
dying.
laughing, and he's like,
dying.
"No, that's not funny." And I thought it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Joe missed it. Like you look at Joe and he's like, I've watched that. And you look,
Yeah.
Joe missed it. He's like, he's kind of waiting for him to like continue with the story.
Yeah.
And he's like, Shane's like,
It kind of it's like its own thing.
Yeah.
Is this like a thing that people like? Was that like a people talk about that at all or anything?
that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it is like its own thing.
Yeah. He talked. Like,
That's
yeah.
like what made it funny, even
Oh,
funnier.
yeah, dude. Like he just dies. He just bombed.
Yeah, he bombed so
Yeah.
hard, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
And
and he
wa-
shouldn't have.
No, it was funny.
It was a funny joke.
Yeah, because he's talking about like going. He's like,
oh, no matter what happens, like I can always just go on the Joe Rogan show.
yeah, yeah. He's like, exactly. And he's waiting for
does
him to be
that.
like, yeah, no, it's. And Joe's kind of known for that on his show too, like to like be missing like he doesn't catch like I don't know. It happens to stand-ups a lot, but like a lot of stand-ups don't handle it quite. I mean, not that Shane handles it good, but Shane's just naturally like a funny character.
Yeah.
That it like worked. It actually worked for him.
Yeah.
Like that he bombed.
I loved in his story. He was talking about how he was talking to who's the SNL guy, Lawrence Michaels.
Lawrence Michaels, yeah.
And he's like, Lawrence Michaels is like, do you have anything you need to like tell me out there? And he's like, well, I say retarded and gay a lot.
He's like, we'll be fine.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
be
just like
fine.
so. He's real authentic.
Yeah,
like he just feels authentic and
he just feels like the homie.
real.
I mean,
yeah, he's just real.
He does. Have you watched his podcast at all?
Not yet.
No.
I'm gonna listen to some his podcast.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're just bro outs like with him and his buddy.
Yeah,
they're just kind of the ones I would really suggest is the Louis C.K. The Presidents one because it's like a themed one where they go through all the presidents and it's him and they're both like they both know a lot about history. Like like they're both history buffs.
Yeah,
and they just like describe the president's characters, but there's just two of the literally funniest stand-up comedians like telling you the history of the president.
How old is he?
33.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just younger than us.
All right. Yeah, no, I dig him, man. I hope he does another stand up.
Oh, he
soon.
will. He will. I'm sure he's. I know. I've been looking for tickets,
And I can't like now that I've seen a stand up and stuff. Like after I watched his stand up or listened to his stand up, I was like, and this is before I listened to the Joe Rogan episode.
Yeah.
Or a clip. I was like, I don't see how this dude would be on Saturday Night Live.
Have you watched any of his skits?
His skits?
Yeah, he's got on Gillian Keeves. You check it out on YouTube, Gillian Keeves.
Yeah.
He's got skits. He does skits.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen any of his skits.
They're funny as fuck.
Well, no, I wasn't thinking that he wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like he just doesn't like his style of funny kind of went.
He would have been probably on like Weekend Update.
Yeah,
He would have done like.
I just can't see him being like woke and shit and like.
Well, he wouldn't be.
you
I
know.
don't think.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Yeah, and if they were smart, they would have used.
but
them.
then he even says like I wouldn't fit in at Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Well, then he wouldn't have been able
He's
to.
like he didn't want to do it.
I mean, maybe we'll just. I mean, if this is boring, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I think they're short. I mean, this is a good one. OnlyFans Dad.
Oh my
If you
God,
want to
this
check
chicken is
out
so good.
Shane Gillis's sketch
you, I
comedy, check out our
appreciate
YouTube.
that. Thank you. It's delicious.
Clearly doesn't mean that. He's just trying to suck up to you.
Can you be nice, please?
Oh, it's fine. I get it. I don't like my sister's boyfriend either. And he can beat me at Madden, too.
You can't beat me in Madden.
Maybe we can have a little post-dinner game then.
That sounds like it'd be fun.
What was that?
Is Dad okay?
He's fine. He's working.
Is he hurt?
No, he's not.
He sounds hurt.
He's fine.
I'll go check on him.
I'll come.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Ryan, you don't need to check. No, everyone sit down. Sit your butts down. No one check. Sit the fuck down. Oh, Jesus.
Dad, are you okay?
Oh my God, kids, he's working.
Hey, we settle down. Guys, hold your horses. Hold your horses for a second. Doesn't anybody fucking knock anymore?
What the fuck are you doing, Dad?
Sarah, this is my job. This is my job. I lost my job, and this is how I'm providing for you.
You have an OnlyFans?
Yeah. Turns out you can make a lot of money doing this.
So are you trying to tell me you couldn't get a job, so now you're just a slut?
Not a slut.
I'm not a slut. Oh, thank you, African Rose.
This live right now?
This is live. We're live. Oh, Eric's here for dinner?
I told you he was coming.
Don't you think you're moving a little fast? You don't think I know what you're trying to do to my daughter? I swear. Shit, this thing catches up to you. You guys like all the nice new shit you've been getting? PS5? Your Kia Soul? How do you think that thing's been getting paid for?
So you don't want to see how the sausage is made before you eat it.
You'll gladly sit down there and eat all the sausage. This is how the sausage gets made. It's butt sauce.
You show some respect. His asshole will never be the same because of this, for what he's doing for you guys.
Who's watching this?
A lot of fellas.
Oh, God! Oh, honey.
Mr. Hubbard, your penis is out. So, like, how much money does this actually make?
15,000.
Holy shit, 15,000?
15K. Not bad.
Ryan, turn this down for a second.
Help your father.
You listen to your father and turn it the fuck
turn
down.
it down.
Ooh, not up, not up.
Not
Trying
up.
to kill me? Sorry. Now listen. You think this is something I want to do? Times are tough. I'm doing whatever I can to help. Put a roof over your head. I do this because I love you guys.
I think it's cool.
You do?
Yeah, man. Sex work is work. I respect it.
What the hell's sex work? Hookers? You think I'm a hooker?
The hell is sex
Oh, yeah.
work?
We're gonna get the big house at the lake this year.
Cheer that.
Really? Oh my God. The big one?
The biggest one. Eric, you like water skiing? Or are you one of those wakeboard pussies?
I do both. I like water sports a lot.
Ah, shit!
Why don't we go downstairs and finish dinner? You'll join us?
I'll come.
I bet you will.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's like a Trump speed dating one.
Okay.
That's really, really good too.
What is this Gillian Keeves?
Gillian Keeves. It's
Is this like a? Is this what they do? They just make shorts.
Yeah, that's
Was
what-
one of them Gillian? One of them Keeves?
Gilly is Shane Gillis and Keeves is Matt McKeever, I believe his name is, and he's I think he's a writer.
Which? Oh, he wasn't in it.
No, he's a writer. He pretty much writes all of them.
Okay, so that's what this dude's doing. He's just making content.
Yeah,
Or spreading.
Well, that's what happened. So like he was able to do this.
Yeah.
Like he was able to, and if you really listen to I've dove into Shane. I love Shane Gillis too. I think he's fucking I went through all the I went on any podcast that has Shane Gillis on it. I watched it.
Yeah.
And what he did was when he got canceled, it literally tripled his podcast listeners.
Okay.
So he got money. He came into some money after that. And he got the Saturday Night Live money. And he pretty much funded all of this with his SNL money. So he still made his Saturday Night Live yearly contract.
Oh, okay.
They were
'Cause they
obligated.
already signed.
Yeah, they were obligated to pay him. So he made whatever, probably $500K
Yeah.
or something like that. And he maybe not $500K, but
yeah, whatever their
50K or
their
100K
sign
or
on
something.
is.
Maybe it's like $500K actually. Shit. But he put all of that into this Gillian Keeves project
Okay.
and producing his stand up. So his stand up specials on Gillian Keeves, that's where you watch it at. Is
Okay.
on that channel.
Oh, okay.
So then he also there's rumors that he makes like $60K. His podcast has they do an hour and then they do an hour Patreon.
Yeah.
So they just talk whatever the fuck they want on the Patreon ones.
Yeah.
And so they do an hour and then they stop and then do an hour on Patreon.
Yeah.
So it's like $5 a month or whatever, and he makes like $60K a month.
Okay.
On that.
Yeah.
So he's doing good ever since that cancellation.
He's doing better.
Absolutely.
Than he would have.
Been
doing. And
Oh yeah, dude. He would have never had the exposure that he had.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's all from he got canceled for it was like I think he just said he was doing something. He was doing a character
of Asians, right?
Yeah.
Some Asian thing.
Yeah, he was saying oh, there's no, no, the can't be down there. He said that. He said it. But he was doing a character. He was doing a character in his podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't he was he wasn't being sincere, being oh, I don't want Asians around me or anything like that.
Right.
So, yeah. It was ridiculous.
That's funny. He's kind of doing the opposite of what that other guy, I forgot his fucking name, that's on SNL. He did the tripping guys. Remember him?
The tripping guys.
Yeah, this is Benny.
Oh yeah.
Benny is going into space.
The guy. So exactly.
What's his name? I
see,
see, because I started watching that guy, his skits, before he was on SNL, and then he got put on SNL
from his skits.
From his skits,
Yeah.
and I feel like he fell off. Like that dude, I feel like that dude would be doing a lot better.
Well, yeah, you get oversat. They get like
doing this.
Yeah.
Shit, if he would have continued doing what he was doing already.
I mean, what the hell is that guy? Those skits were fucking hilarious. Oh. And now we can't even find this guy's name. You know what I mean?
It was two of them from
I
it.
know.
I mean, his name is still.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know how to.
Just type in. No, it's not SNL. It's just Tripping Guys.
Tripping Guys.
Just Tripping Guys. It should come up on YouTube. Maybe not, because it is pretty old.
Yeah, and it's. Yeah, but I know exactly who you're talking about. But we can't even find his name, and he was on SNL.
Maybe The Tripping Guys.
Yeah, he was on SNL, and it didn't. His career didn't necessarily pan out. But
It's
if
not
you
Tripping
watch,
Guys.
it's not.
I said maybe it's not even Tripping Guys. It's something else.
But Shane Gillis is like a remarkable stand-up, though. Like his stand-up is flawless. Did you send me the roast one too, where he does the roast of Ari, or he does the roast of Louis J. Gomez? I think you sent it to me.
The what?
The roast one.
Oh yeah.
He's dude's just funny.
Yeah, he's just funny.
He's got like the perfect cadence for stand-up.
Kyle Mooney.
Kyle Mooney?
Yeah, Kyle Mooney.
Is he even on Saturday Night Live still?
Yeah. He's on there. It's Kyle Mooney, and then the other guy from that was Beck Bennett. They were doing shit like this, but back in like 2013, you know? Like they were doing what Shane Gillis is doing now.
He's not on SNL anymore.
Oh, he's not?
No. Yeah, he got.
Did he get fired, or is he leaving by himself?
He might have left.
So let's see if this guy
contractually-
pops off on his
Now.
own. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's done some really cool. He did cool stuff before he was on SNL.
Because I think he kind of was in the Vine days, right?
I
Was
don't
he
know.
from
I didn't fuck
Vine?
with Vine.
I didn't either, but
So I don't know.
Vine is pretty much TikTok, though.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Like a short form TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, I want to see if there's anything other than pop culture to get. I mean, we usually do this when Enzo's not here, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
You gotta get the sheepness in us out.
Yeah, I mean,
we're human beings,
Yeah.
damn it.
I mean, we're not unaware of the pedo symbols in Atlantis movie. We're not unaware of. But these are the people. These like Shane Gillis and stuff like that. You know, they're able to operate outside of that. I mean, even like they don't have to partake. You know, that's what gives you hope that you're like, oh, well, maybe entertainment won't be held to these secret organizations of these people that are all like into nefarious things of like fucking kids and doing all that crazy shit that we find out about because of the internet too. You know, that maybe like we can break through that.
Yeah. Hold on. What was I gonna bring up? Okay, so I found the dude that plays Rufio.
You
in
found,
Hook.
yeah.
I found his TikTok.
Okay.
And it's kind of cool. He does these little things like every now and then. He does these little things on. He calls it residual check lottery, right? And he'll randomly do it where he he opens up one of his residual checks he gets in the mail. Like
For-
he'll sit down and he has like a stack of checks or like envelopes like this thick. And he explains, he's like, these are checks from things I've done in the past 30 years that is maybe it's streaming somewhere in the world right now, and I get a check from it if it's streaming somewhere in the world, you know. And he's like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. He's like, so let's see, you know. So he's like sometimes I'm going out and getting lobster and steak. He's like, sometimes I'm getting Taco Bell.
Okay.
You know?
Dante Bosco.
Yeah. And so he'll pick one and he'll open it up, and you know, he'll say what it's from. He'll tell you what it's from, and then he'll show you a clip of whatever it was from. You know, where there's like a show like the Brandy show or some stupid movie he did. He'll show a clip of it and then tell you the amount. You know, and like one he was like, it was like $350. He's like, all right, I'm going to get, you know, I'm gonna go get some steak.
Yeah.
You know, and one time it was like $55. He's like, well, I'm just gonna go get some Korean down the street. You know, like,
and he's still acting though.
Yeah, he's doing something. Yeah, he's doing some stuff. Doesn't look like he's doing bad, but I just thought it was kind of cool because like that's like the dude, like that's what happens. They just get like these checks randomly in the mail, dude. And he had like stack of them, you know.
Yeah, dude. But imagine imagine somebody who's like, I can't even think of what's something that like just that never stops playing.
Like an actor in like Shawshank Redemption, like one of the super minor roles.
Yeah,
in Shawshank.
like one of the prisoners, the guy that's like, you know, talking about.
It's got like, you know, 20 lines. Maybe.
The guy that hands Andy Dufresne the beer on top of the
that
guy. Like he's still getting paid from TNT because they keep play. You know, they play it fucking every day.
Yeah, like you don't know this dude from anything other than fucking Hook, bro.
No.
You know.
Is this him right here though? Rufio Zuko.
Yeah.
So follow him. I was hoping you were saying he was based.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what he is. I haven't got that far. Have you heard about this thing that they're building in fucking like Saudi Arabia called The Line? Oh, why don't you hit that random fact shit real quick?
Okay.
So in Saudi Arabia, they just started excavating work and digging for this $440 billion mega city that they're building called The Line.
Yeah, I have heard of this. It's a vertical city.
Yeah, it's
stacked.
Elysium shit, dude.
Yeah.
Elysium shit. There's a video. There's like a actual like promoted video for it on YouTube. If you haven't checked this out, no, do like find. There should be like a shorter.
Let me just go to YouTube and see if we get
trailer. Just type in like The Line. Okay. What is that you searched? Just type in The Line, dog. It's like a paragraph. Yeah, maybe you have to put Saudi right there. Trailer.
The Saudi Arabia trailer?
Right there.
Right here?
Or the one under it, maybe.
Is this it?
Find this out. Like, look up The Line, Saudi Arabia.
Or watch with
No,
us
go
YouTube.
hold on, go back. This one's kind of like what is that? I think that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Contemporary cities couldn't cope with growth.
They're building this shit.
The contemporary city needs a full redesign.
And it's got fucking like dystopian.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sci-fi
It's
written
like
all over
fucking
it.
Snowpiercer, but like a fucking city.
Space?
Yes.
What if we built around nature instead of over it? What if everything you needed was always a 5-minute walk away? What if invisible technology generates carefree and open urban space? What if sustainability was not a goal, but a given? What if we replace outdated urban services with new services driven by artificial intelligence? What
I think
if
they're
we
projecting
built
by 2050.
The line,
2050. This
a
will be
170-kilometer revolution in urban living,
in Saudi Arabia.
protecting the Earth's most stunning nature while
How
creating
long was
unmatched
it?
livability.
Huh?
A home
157
to all of us.
kilometers.
Welcome to the line.
Just keep playing.
Neom.
What was that other one we were gonna watch?
I think that's a more in-depth one. The one under it was probably more in-depth.
This one?
Basically, we don't need to watch it.
Imagine a place
Yeah, this one. This one's really gonna. No,
provides
this is different.
everything
This
your
is something
business
different.
needs to break boundaries.
This is what is
a curated
Oxygon.
landscape
This
of
is the same
advanced
idea that was
industry
made by the
that
same
closes
company.
the loop and drives circularity
Um,
to create a clean energy system, minimizing waste and maximizing output, where you can swap disposable for renewable. This is Oxygen.
So about 100
Thanks to
miles.
state-of-the-art robot-
So basically, if you don't know what we're talking about, in Saudi Arabia, they're spending $440 billion on this giant wall that goes. I don't know how high it went up, like 200 feet or some shit. And like their city is going to be within this wall, like in the middle of this wall that stretches 100 miles, and it's going to be like level based, like everything's going to be like apartments on top of each other, and everything's going to be within this wall confinement. And I don't know, man. You just gotta look it up. You don't know what the fuck we're talking about because it's like kind of hard to explain.
It's easy to find though. If you type
Yeah.
in the line Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you'll find it and watch some fucking videos on it, man. It just has, to me, it's gonna scream, you know what? Like, yeah, it's gonna be fucking dope for like 20 years, right? And then all of a sudden, like, you're gonna find out like all the poor people live on the bottom.
Oh,
you know,
for sure.
right?
For
Like all the
sure.
poor people live on the
that's what I
bottom.
was gonna say.
and-
Who lives in this?
yeah, I don't know.
Like,
or this is only for the elite because the rest of the world's going shit, and you know
Yeah.
this wall is impenetrable and
the
fucking
non-vaxxed elite, while everyone else is fucking getting myocarditis and dying.
yes, this is
And
their fortress.
This is their
and
fortress.
They're like, oh, look at this, what we're building. Isn't this gonna be cool?
It's hidden.
And all the fucking sheep. It is hidden. Yeah, it's fucking hidden. And all the sheep out there are like, this is awesome. Science is so cool. Like, I fucking love science and fucking tofu and fucking my purple hair, and you're not allowed in there.
No way.
You're
Well,
not allowed in
you
there,
can't even
bro.
find it, bro. You have to go search through the desert, and then it's literally invisible.
Yeah, yeah. Just look this shit out. It doesn't. It looks like a fucking. It's Elysium or Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
And it's fucking real. It's fucking real. Like, this ain't a fucking joke. I first saw this, I was like, dude, this is like
a movie.
Like,
It
no,
looks-
this ain't good. This ain't fuking real. No,
Well,
they started building it.
What is this?
Just recently.
This reminds me of that kind of that. We gotta look into that company too. Neom. There's probably some fucked shit in there.
Yeah.
But there's when we were back in probably 2012, when we were researching, maybe earlier than that, when we were like looking into 9/11 and stuff, there was that world. Remember when it was like this utopian world?
Oh, the Venus Project.
The Venus Project, yeah.
By that commie.
Yeah. But we were into it, right?
Oh, yeah, we were definitely into that.
We were for sure into it.
Yeah, it was like no money,
No money.
no drivers.
Yeah.
You had to worry about drunk driving. 'cause
It
they would
wasn't
pull
that
over.
promoted through like a Zeitgeist film?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Zeitgeist 3 was all about.
Yeah. It was the Venus Project.
It was the Venus Project.
Which is like straight up communist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like max. Well, I mean, it's not coming off as communist, but it's like, it's
well,
like you don't own anything. You don't own anything.
Exactly. It's the whole World Economic Forum
Yeah.
kind of deal. Like you don't own anything, you'll be happy with not owning anything.
Yeah, because the idea is if you don't need, like, there'd be no theft because like you wouldn't need to steal anybody's Xbox because it's what communism. It's the idea of communism if communism would actually work. You know what I'm saying? It's like how we talked about before, like capitalism on paper is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Communism on paper is fucking awesome. Like
Sure,
they're all awesome. Like they're both awesome, right? Just can't happen. It just never will happen because of human flaws.
Yeah.
So the idea of it is cool. It's like saying he's saying, like the newest Xbox that the Xbox in this world, in the Venus Project that's made, will be the best possible Xbox that can be made. Okay? Like, it would be the best there can be. Like, it's not going to break down and it's not going to go obsolete in 5 years. All right? It's going to be completely the best. The golf clubs you use are going to be the best possible golf clubs that can be used.
That they make, right?
Yeah, but they're made out of the best materials, and you know what I'm saying. The cars are made out of the best materials. Everything's made to the best it can be made and made to last. Where everything right now is made to break down, so you buy the next version of it, so it makes money.
Yeah.
Right, and you don't need to go steal someone's Xbox, because if you want to do Xbox, you go to the fucking the center,
the Xbox cafe.
You go to the Xbox cafe, and
cafe.
they give you an Xbox you take home with you.
Yeah.
You can bring it back when you want to, or you want to play a guitar, you go and you rent the best guitar ever made.
Yeah.
And take it home with you and do whatever you need to do with it and bring it back.
Yeah.
So like the idea is cool.
Yeah, it always sounds cool. There's no way for it not to sound cool.
Exactly.
And I mean, the flaw in it is that like you forget
that humans are going to be involved.
Yeah, humans are going to be involved, and you forget what you're going to have to give up in order to
do that.
Get these things.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to
work the fields.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna have to do something, be it medical freedom, just any, you're gonna have to be forced to, I don't know, who knows? Like it could be a million things, breed a certain way, or it's all like when it gets down to that, then it takes out all the nuance involved in like human life and what it is to be human, and it kind of breaks you down and turns you into just like a worker,
right?
Or something, not even a worker, because are you working in that world?
I think he said. I think there was something where like
everybody has
to chip in. Yeah.
Like you're a battery. You have to plug in. You have to do whatever it is. Like then you're talking about, the Matrix, and people wouldn't be. And now with like
where it's gonna go wrong is that there's gonna be someone or a group of people that want control. Well, somehow, because that's human nature.
Well, doesn't there have to be somebody with control because it's being set up?
Yeah.
So, and then that's what happens from there is,
it's going to animal farm it. That's what's going to happen.
Yes.
Animal farm is going to happen because that's why none of these things could ever not be corrupt. Communism on paper is awesome until it's corrupt.
Yeah.
Capitalism on paper is pretty fucking cool until it's corrupt.
Yeah.
I would rather live in a corrupt capitalist society than a corrupt communist society.
Yeah, because you don't have to give it up as many freedoms.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing.
It's a struggle. But you can get out of the struggle.
The tricky part of it is though,
capitalism
is like
corrupt capitalism.
Corrupt capitalism also could just be disguised communism. So that's what happens.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like what happens to corrupt capitalism, I think, is it literally morphs into communism.
Well, no, they all kind of morph into each other in a sense. They just become everything just becomes bad shit. Like the end of Animal House is the pigs. The
Animal Farm.
Animal House
with John Belushi.
Yeah, Animal Farms. They look in. They see the pigs sitting at dinner with the humans, and they can't distinguish. The pigs have kind of morphed into this thing because they've started walking upright.
Okay.
And now all of a sudden they can't distinguish the fat, greedy man from the pigs, and vice versa. They've turned into that.
What do you think about this whole Neuralink thing?
I don't follow it at all.
No one does, really.
I'm not worried about it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, until it's
I'm
like
not gonna do it until it's forced on us.
That's
right?
the thing. That's one of those things that you might have to give up.
Yeah, I'm just not worried because I feel like by the time that's implemented, my kids will be
having kids though,
older,
and then
or at least
their kids,
or at least in high school and
though?
shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Is it generational like that? We're like right now we're forced to get our shots.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So it's gonna be
forced to,
to have
wear the mark of the beast and shit.
Yeah, to have the Neuralink,
to have the internet. You have to wear it now
in your head.
Remember we talked about the internet is the mark of the beast.
Yeah. And then it's
and
implanted
you're not going to be able
brain.
to do it. You're not going to be able to do anything without it. The internet is the mark of the beast, dog.
Yeah.
That theory is fucking. I think that holds.
It's very true. I wish I find that clip where we talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
It's a good one. That's why we need fucking an editor, dog. Hey, if you guys are out there and you listen to this, send me some clips that you like. Bread guy, I'm talking to you.
This ain't the episode for it.
For clips?
For everybody, no, for asking for help.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like everybody dipped out an hour and a half
gone.
ago. Motherfuckers be talking about Disney and shit. Oh, we watched the fucking we watched that Santa Claus episode.
Oh, with
Santa Claus?
I Love Satan.
Oh, We Love You, Satan.
We Love You, Satan.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I laughed.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Not gonna lie, I laughed. Melissa laughed. Hayden doesn't know the devil as Satan. She knows about the devil. She knows the story of the devil. She can tell you, he was God's right-hand man, all that shit, But she doesn't know him as Satan. She only knows him as the devil.
Okay.
Right, as the devil. So when me and Melissa laughed, and then the characters on TV laugh about it too, and she recognized that something funny happened and laughed, but then she turned, she's like, why, what did they do? And I was like, oh, they spelt it wrong. Because she probably read it as We Love You, Santa. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it said Satan, it probably just looked like Santa to her.
I named our last episode We Love You, Santa. And every time I look at it, I see We Love You, Satan.
Okay.
Every time I look at it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I understand that.
Yeah. So she probably read it.
She thought she had Santa in her mind. So it's like one of those deals.
Yeah. She's just learned. She's, still newer to reading
and
stuff.
Me too, dog.
Yeah. So, I was like, oh, they just spelt it wrong. And so it didn't grab her. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think,
maybe subconsciously.
I don't think subliminal.
Subliminally?
Subliminal is supposed to grab you.
Well, it couldn't grab her subliminally either because she doesn't know what Satan is.
She now knows Satan's funny.
No, she thought it said Santa. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I think for a subliminal message to work, you gotta kind of have to know what something is.
I think that's what makes it subliminal, is you don't know.
No, but for subliminal, it's just hidden.
Well, I was thinking that when we were talking about it last time, I was like, I think it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's gonna be funny, but is it necessary? Was it necessary?
Well, I don't know. Was it necessary? No.
So,
but I mean, it was they talked about it on Tripoli. Tripoli talked about it, and he was talking about how he saw that and he's like, fuck, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that, because I'm a stand-up comedian, I'm not I get it's funny and it's a funny thing.
I make abortion jokes. I make
for
sure.
And he's like, but at the same time, it's because it's coming from Disney.
Yeah.
It's
that's how I feel.
He's on this fence about it because
that's how I feel. I'm like, it
is funny.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I got it.
And it is something that we need a joke here. That's a easy, perfect joke to make. The elves are gonna come out and they're gonna spell Santa Satan. That's funny and easy.
Yeah.
To think of.
Yeah, I know, but God.
But since it's from fucking Disney,
Yeah, I mean-
and everything being pushed, it's like
a bunch of kids.
Is
coming
this
out-
innocent or not?
Coming out holding signs saying "We love you, Satan."
Yes.
From a company that is getting. I mean, they have to know they're getting grilled for their symbolism in movies and getting grilled for their symbolism in shows.
Yeah.
They have to know that. I mean, it's even though
all
it's-
these companies know it, and they're still making things. You know, it's like
Yeah.
all these movies are flopping. Like all these fucking Marvel movies.
like the Balenciaga, they had to know that child trafficking is a hot button topic right now.
Yeah.
So, do they lean into that? The question for everyone is, do they lean into that just because of that for pure marketing points?
Yeah.
Or do they lean into that because they're really doing their what's it called? Hermetic karma or whatever.
Yeah.
Karmatic.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Well, Anomaly talks about it, or someone talks about it.
They got tell
Andrew
you.
Tate talks about it. He says it. He breaks down the Balenciaga thing when he talks about karmic.
You have to accept it.
Yeah.
And once you accept it, it washes them from their
It's
their
like
sin.
Exactly. So I don't know. It's just that's what I wondered. I was wondering that when we were talking about it. I was like, I bet you when you watch a scene, it pops. It has a laugh. It gives you a laugh there, especially for the parents. Like for the adults, like it's like, oh, that's kind of funny. But it's just like, I mean, even with Tim Allen talking about how he wanted to make it about Christ and make it about this, make it about that. So how does that slip in? Like, how does that slip in?
Yeah.
How does he okay that? Like, oh, we straight up are just going to put "We Love You, Satan" in here.
Have a bunch of kids holding it.
Have a bunch of kids holding it.
Yeah. And so on top of that, with that, so there's a show, I guess, that exists. I don't know what it's on, and I think it's based off this book that I hear is pretty a pretty chilling book. It's called Children's End. I think it's called Children's End.
Sounds rough.
And it's something about aliens coming down. I'm gonna do a horrible job explaining this because I don't really
Is that a
know it.
miniseries?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's based off this book, and I hear the book is pretty like the ending is like, whoa, it's pretty disturbing, and I'm gonna spoil this. So spoilers. It has something to do with aliens come down, and something something is involved with the children, like they're taking the children and everything, and then they some character at the end of the show reveals itself, right? Finally reveals itself to everybody, and when it reveals itself, it comes out with these two children holding its hand, and you can look it up. Look up like the childhood's end, ending.
Okay.
And it's these two kids, and they're coming out with Satan, like the classic Satan. That's what they
personified
look like.
Satan.
Yeah, with the horns, red, the horns, and the children are holding his hands, and he's like, "Do not be afraid." Which is what
it's Klaus Schwab.
Which is what and he says, "Don't be afraid," which is what angels in the Bible say when they appear to in like their visions. To
What was it
whoever they
called?
appear.
The childhood?
I think Childhood End.
Final scene?
Final scene, yeah.
Childhood End.
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheesy looking Satan.
Well, he's not supposed I don't think he's supposed to be Satan. Like I'm not sure. I didn't read it and I didn't watch this. But this is on national television, right? Like this is like everybody's watching this on TV. It's a short clip.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I don't know. It's just it's like the same thing, right? Like,
yeah. And that's based on a book?
Like, if you were the devil, who would you want to influence the most? Who would you want the most?
Children.
Who would you want to trust you the most?
Well,
Children, right? The next generation.
The funny thing about that is, so how do you do that? you create a disease or you create something that wipes out the majority of the older people.
Yeah.
And you wipe out a whole bunch of people that can't tell the history.
Right.
That can't tell
or correct
the
history.
correct history.
Or correct
history. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So what do you do? And that's, I mean, you know, with the vid, I mean, that's what they did. It didn't affect, everyone's like, oh, thank God it didn't affect the children.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is it didn't affect the children. So now who's left from it?
Yeah.
You know, so all those kids who went through schools and like shut down through schools, what's in their brain?
What is in their brain is follow the signs on the floor.
Follow the signs on the floor.
Stand there.
Yep.
Wear this.
Yep.
Do this.
Yep.
Yeah. All that's this generation of children.
Yeah, it's
Generation Alpha or I think the Alpha generation or
what
some
they're
shit or Generation A or some shit.
Okay.
That's what my kids are. That's their programming now.
Yeah. They're programmed from, and you know, all the older elders are wiped out from it or being wiped out right now from maybe trying to, you know, from the other thing, from the jab.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, God, we talked about, or we didn't talk about it, but,
oh, there you go. Snapshot.
Letang Chris Letang plays for the Bruins or something. Pro hockey player had another stroke.
He had another stroke?
He had a stroke.
First stroke?
He had a stroke in 2014, but he just had another stroke.
Okay.
And it's a big talk when you go look at it. You know, everyone on like fucking like Spittin' Chicklets, like they posted something about it, like for him to get well, you know. But you look at all the comments, everyone's like, well, what did he get? Did he get the jab? Did he get the booster? And then there's a bunch of people being like, oh, did he, you know, oh, you idiots, not everything's based off, you know, the stroke wasn't caused by the shot. He had a stroke in 2014. It's like, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
But this medicine that they're giving people is causing people to have strokes. And that's known knowledge. You can look that up. You can go to VAERS and you can see that shit. Like, so it's not.
Well, it's not mainstream.
I mean, is it not though? Because you go to the comments, bro, and it's fucking all the comments.
Yeah.
It's mainstream when you look at it. It is known. Like, it is known that this, but then, you know, then the counter comments are like, oh, you idiot, tinfoil hats.
It's weird. It's weird because, like, there's this dude I work with that he, you know, I'll say this kind of stuff and then he will be like, he'll go and look for it. Like, he's a smart kid. Like, he's a University of Michigan graduate and everything like that. And, you know, I was talking about the new documentary that came out about the embalmers, the morticians coming out.
Yeah, what was that called?
That was on Rogan. I forgot what it's
Sudden
called.
Death or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like the arteries being, they've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, what's in all these arteries?
And I was telling him about that, and like he's like, I can't find anything on this. He's like, actually, I found this article or this paper done by this scientist and this scientist that's saying that the people that made that documentary are wrong because they didn't do this and they didn't do this, and so they actually don't know what they're talking about. You know, like that's what he got when he looked it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's still happening. And I had nothing to give him that was credible in his eyes that would ever make, so I am not credible to him. So anything I tell him, I'm not creditable because I can never give him
So what do they think? Like
information.
all these
Because when he
embalmers?
looks it up on his phone, only things he can find is, you know, COVID, the virus causes myocarditis, or what's it called?
Myocarditis.
Causes myocarditis.
Yeah.
More than the shot does. Natural COVID causes more heart problems than the shot ever will or ever did. That's what he finds when he goes on his phone.
Okay.
He'll say, "No, actually, you're more likely to get heart problems from getting COVID." you know, and I have nothing. I can't give him anything.
Well, isn't it logical to be like, why combat that with something that also causes heart problems?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
So,
saying.
I
I'm just
know.
saying what he. You know, that's the world.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
world. So I'm still the nutcase in his
Yeah.
eyes. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still crazy and
That's
not
what I'm saying.
credible.
But that's what I'm saying about these people commenting, like, and calling these people crazy about Chris Letang's. Is it Chris Letang? I don't know, but it's Letang. I can't remember his first name, but he's a pro hockey player, and he did have a stroke in 2014. He was born with heart conditions, but he was also forced inoculation to play hockey
with something that is proven to cause,
Exactly.
even no matter how rare it is.
Well, it's
how
rare.
rare they claim it to be.
He is the rare.
Yeah.
Like his case is the rare. So it's like, well, then why are these people being called
Like
nut
why
jobs?
why wasn't he told by a physician, hey, this shot isn't for you?
Yeah, and hey, and for real, he might have been. I don't know. I'm saying that I don't know if he even got the jab.
No, he did.
I'm
because
sure he did.
Bertuzzi
Everyone
was
did.
the only one
exactly.
that didn't.
Exactly. But you know, what did they do? Could they fudge it? Could a doctor fudge it for somebody? Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't know. But let's say 99% of the league did, because we know that the one guy who didn't
Was demonized.
and he played for Detroit. But so with all, that's saying that everyone else got the jab.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't that be a correlation? Or why even considering that not be creditable? That could be why he had a second stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And why is everyone who's saying that, like, a
Because
lot
when
of
they
people
go to Google, it
Yeah.
tells them not to think like that.
I know.
That's why.
Yeah. I know. So
it was like someone pointed out, like, this whole Kanye thing was coming. Like, everybody in my work was talking, or a few people in my work was causing everybody to talk about. Kanye gonna make me lose my fucking job, right? Like, I'm just saying. Like,
yeah,
Kanye gonna owe me some money. So everybody was talking about his fucking Alex Jones thing, or someone got everybody talking about it and everything, and I was like, and I came off as like this, oh, I love Hitler or some shit, because I guess he said, like, what did he say? What was I trying to get to? He said so many different things on there. Hitler created, like, the microphone.
Yeah.
And shit.
Or the highways.
He created the microphone, right?
Yeah.
Or a version. He said, so Kanye says created this microphone, and the guy's like, how could he say something fucking stupid? The microphone was created fucking like 12 years before Hitler was born or some shit like that. And I was like, well, maybe he created a certain type of microphone, like maybe, I was like, I was taught who created the light bulb. I was like, who created the light bulb?
Yeah, Thomas Edison.
He's like, Thomas Edison. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Look it up now, bro. Like, that's what you learned. That's what I learned, and we now know that's not facts.
Yeah.
But that was taught to us. Thomas Edison created light bulbs. I was like, maybe it's a situation like that, you know? And then they're all like, what, did you do like Hitler? I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm just saying, like, maybe history, he did do something, but because of his status and everything, it got wiped out. Maybe he did create some type of microphone.
Yeah, I mean,
And so I was like, well, let's look into it. And I went on the internet, and then sure enough, I typed that in. I go, did Hitler create a microphone? And on Google, let me find it so I can quote it. It says. You type it in and you clicked it, and it says, it looks like the results below are changing quickly. If this topic is new, it could sometimes take time for reliable sources to publish information. And it says, and basically, like, it was basically, I was like, I'm sorry, dude, but they're scrubbing the internet right now.
Yeah.
Right? And then everything for like 20 pages, bro, everything was just Kanye West. Talk, Kanye West says Hitler does this. Kanye West says Hitler. Kanye West says Hitler.
Yeah.
Why it's false. 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 And like, I just wanted to find, like, because like he said on there, Hitler. Come on, let's not be stupid here. Like, Hitler wasn't some fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Right? Like he wasn't an idiot. You can't do what you did, whether it's good or bad. You can't do something that big and be a fucking moron, right? So like I was just like trying to see like maybe he did, maybe that he was.
I mean, he made it highways. I mean, that's facts. Like those are facts.
Yeah, I just wanted to see did he grow up with an electrician father or some shit, you know, like that like you know, it's like something handed down to him and he created
Tartarian
some.
father.
And so you chill out over there, right?
All right.
And I just that's what I wanted to find, like some backstory on is there a backstory on Hitler? But nothing, like nothing other than the Kanye West was on there.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
And I was like, I can't see if this is true or not, you know, just, other than what fucking.
I know. It's trippy. And, you know, God, that whole, is it Ye and Alex Jones thing was like, it was all clipped up so fucking gnarly.
I couldn't watch it. I wanted to. I started listening to it, and I was having a great time with it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't.
Bet you were.
I only could watch it on InfoWars website.
Yeah.
And I was at work, and it kept like malfunctioning or wouldn't let me go back or pause it and shit like that. Right. So I just couldn't listen to it.
Yeah, because
I had to be able to pause it.
It's a clunkier video hosting probably.
Yeah.
Than
and
like a YouTube or something.
I couldn't YouTube it, right? But it was fucking like it was funny because I didn't listen to it. And this dude at my work was like, "Can you believe the shit he said? He's a fucking nutcase. He's a fucking idiot." Blah blah blah. And I started listening to it. And I'm like, "This is pretty funny." Like Kanye's because and right before. Kanye in the early on talks about how like people won't get his comedy, and it seemed like that's like what he was doing.
Yeah, well,
like he was doing a comedy with the puppet.
Yeah,
the puppet came out, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's lost his mind. He's fucking he's mental." And I was like, "What do you like? That shit's funny."
Yeah,
the puppet would come out like, "Oh hey, we're gonna kill your family, and we're gonna kill you and kill everyone in your family."
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, "That's fucking funny."
Yeah,
because it's probably true.
Yeah,
you know,
right. I think he's gonna get got. And I don't think anybody's gonna give a fuck.
No one's gonna give a fuck. They're gonna say he's crazy.
Yep,
killed himself.
He killed himself. Yeah, I think he's gonna get got. I'm saying it right now. I think he's on there, and he's. I don't know what the point is. I don't know where he is. I don't understand because you know he's also getting heat from the other side, like saying that he likes So in that interview, he's like, I like Hitler or whatever, or I like Jewish people. I love Jewish people. And, I think people got to stop dissing Hitler. And he like also backed Balenciaga.
Yeah.
And he what I saw, the overarching theme of what he was saying was like, he thinks that everyone's capable of being forgive for what they've done or what they do. And there's light, being forgiven, and there's light in everyone, and that's like what if you watch the whole clips, or if you watch other people who aren't the mainstream media clip up the things, like they show it all in context, and you're like, yeah, of course it sounds crazy. He's wearing a mask and he's using a puppet, and he's on Alex Jones's show, and he's saying some shit that you're not supposed to say.
Yeah,
and.
There's something like this girl came in when we were all talking about it, and she's like, "Oh, you guys talking about Kanye?" She's like, "Yeah, he's like mentally ill," and I was like, "No, he's not." I was like, "I don't think he is." I was like, "I think he knows exactly what he's doing."
Yeah,
and I think he's doing something. What is he doing? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what his goal is, but I think he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
We're talking about I think he is a genius. He's a genius he's a creative genius.
He is. Everyone recognized him as a genius forever.
Yeah, he is a creative genius,
Yeah.
okay? And whatever he's doing right now is playing into that. Whether he's playing a role of some sort, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And
he's doing it well.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting
because that's what he does.
Everybody's talking about him. Everybody's
Everybody's talking about him. Is he trying to kill his career? Is he trying to kill himself? Is he trying to martyr himself in a certain way? Whatever he's doing, he's saying these things for a reason.
Yeah. He's pushing
It's
those
not mental illness.
He's pushing the limits of freedom of speech. I mean, that's what he's doing in a broad sense. Like he's saying, all right, well, everyone's talking. So he's challenging not only the left's narrative, but he's challenging the right.
Yeah.
Like, or what we call the right now, like Elon Musk and him having freedom of speech. So he's challenging that.
Yeah.
And saying, well, how far are you going to let me speak? And he's getting, he got canceled off Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying he got canceled off Twitter for posting a swastika and a Star of David, but it was actually he got it because he said he was going to like cause harm to whoever Kim was sleeping with.
Oh, okay.
So he threatened them. So if you look into
did he
that,
post the swastika?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he did.
Yeah, he posted it as like maybe gonna be what he used for his campaign.
Yeah,
it was like a swastika inside of
and
Star of David.
I would look at that as like I would look at it as him saying, "Look, they don't own that.
Yeah,
they don't own the swastika.
Yeah, well, yeah,
because
exactly.
the swastika came before them."
For sure, yeah,
and has been used before them.
Yeah, so why are we giving that symbol? I just talked about this with somebody recently, but why are we giving that symbol the negative power when the symbol has been around for ages and has been used for many things? I mean, like people will say it's a Hindu symbol. People will say, oh, it's a Buddhist symbol. It's all of these symbols, and it's used all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And why are we giving it the strictly only thing? Why are we saying that it is this? And why is that the only explanation of that symbol? They did it with in skateboarding with independent trucks. Mm-hmm. Had an iron cross.
I got in trouble at school for wearing an independent shirt.
Yeah. So they recently changed the independent cross. So independent no longer uses that symbol. So what I think that's doing to that symbol is giving it power as a negative symbol. Yeah. So before the independent iron cross, when I saw it, I knew that was an independent cross, a truck company involved in skateboarding. Yeah, yeah. And if I seen a motorcyclist wearing it and using it for whatever the white supremacists use it for or whatever, then I never thought white supremacy when I saw that symbol. I thought independent trucks. Yeah. But now that independent took it off of their labeling and their branding, they give the power back to whatever the negative reason it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so now it's like, now you're saying now you're admitting to using a symbol that was for whatever it was for, white supremacy, or that's why they stopped using it. So now you're saying that you used it because of that?
Yeah.
Because if you just kept that symbol and owned it, then you said, no, this is independent trucks. Yeah. This is our truck company. This is for skateboarding.
Right.
This is a skateboarding company. But now that they switched it, I stopped riding independent trucks.
Yeah.
I did. Though.
And if you want to get deeper, him saying that thing about Hitler too, it's kind of like is he kind of pointing out maybe the fact of like all these dictators that we know of, Hitler, Mao, fucking Stalin, like those dudes, like they didn't kill people. They didn't kill people. Okay?
Yeah.
All the people killed the people. You know what I'm saying? They got people to kill the people.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't do it themselves. And it's kind of like the same idea of like all the people that wished that I fucking get COVID and die because I didn't take
the shot
that their fucking science daddy told them to get.
Yes.
Yes. That's who caused genocide. Those are the people that created the genocide, were the people that fucking rallied behind it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, so I actually recently had this conversation with my sister. I went over and kicked it with her, and I ended up talking. She wanted to know about Tartaria because I showed her like the TikTok clip that's been popping about Tartaria that we talked about, because that one gets a lot of love on TikTok. And I was like, she's like, what is that? And I was like, oh, I explained it to her. And I just start like kind of going into history, and I'm like explaining everything about like how like like we look at this, like we talk about Hitler being this one bad guy, but like, I mean, all of those leaders in World War II were the bad guy to thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Stalin killed, I mean, people know this. They say it. Stalin killed more people than Hitler.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't say, oh, what do you be in a Stalin? You know, we just say, what do you be?
What do you
in
be in a
Hitler?
Genghis Khan?
Yeah, exactly. A Genghis Khan. You know, all those people were evil. And if they truly did what everyone says that they did, it was evil.
Yeah.
But like, why is it focused on the one group? And why can't we ever recognize that like there were good things of that one group without being ostracized, like completely, like literally to the point of like losing your job, losing everything. If you do say, oh, well, the not like he said, like, why are we dissing the Nazis? We got to stop dissing the Nazis. Like,
yeah.
I mean, these people obviously like had engineering.
Like they took us
prowess.
to space, didn't they?
Exactly.
Like
right?
Von Braun.
Yeah.
Von Braun.
You know, and like I could see her getting emotional about it. She got upset. She got like mad at me, and she got like, you know, it became an argument. I was like, listen, I'm not sitting here and like you're making this into this thing where you're saying that I love this person. I'm saying no, these people are probably all pretty evil. If they're in a position of power like that, where they're using their power to push other people around and control and take over nations. And
right.
There's an evil in that. There is an evil in that. It's undeniable.
Yeah.
But why is it that you can speak of one but not the other?
Yeah.
And do you ask
like
yourself
why?
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you ask yourself that without getting emotional about it? Can you look at history can you look at the other side of history without getting emotional about it?
Yeah.
You know, like I'll have these conversations with people at work, and I'm like, and I'll be starting talking to me. I can't finish this conversation because if somebody hears us talking about this, it's going to be, we're going to get like, even if it's a good conversation, I was like, we're going to be labeled something.
Yeah. Andrew actually had before all the COVID thing happened, he went to a party in like Detroit, right, with like his girlfriend at the time. And it was kind of like a hipster party type deal. And he said he was talking about, he was talking to this dude about like, they were talking about World War II, and they were both talking about the Germans, and they were talking about like their I think they were talking about maybe their fashion or something like that, you know, because it was like Hugo Boss, like, you know, they have a definitive look. Like, it has a definitive look. And I don't know, they were just talking about how like it's like fashion and blah blah blah, and like someone overheard him, like some like kind of popular local artist or some shit heard him talking about it and was like, are you fucking like talking up about the Nazis? And they're like, no, we're just talking about like how like their you know, their clothing was kind of cool, like, you know, and it was very fashionable for like a military, you know, and there's like, oh, so you're a fucking Nazi? And like it became like a problem. Like he was labeled at that time, he was labeled a fucking Nazi supporter.
Yeah, and it's like
just because he wasn't talking down about Nazis.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like
at all. Like it's like, oh, since
we already did that. We already talked about that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. So like why can't the conversation go into what were possible, I mean, net positives out of any movement or net negatives? And why can't you look at like that your side probably was participating in some sort of negatives?
Yeah.
I mean, America was, I mean, they were. Yeah,
stop acting like we're anything better or anything like that. Stop acting like forcing kids to wear fucking masks on their face is like okay.
Yeah.
And you know, not evil.
Yeah.
You know, like
exactly. You look at China and demonize it, but why is it okay to happen here?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find us?
Make sure you're checking
this
out.
Our last episode, so we're getting canceled.
Yeah, they might not let this one go. We'll see. I think we towed the line a little bit, but if not, you know, you check us out on YouTube and subscribe, like, comment, and then keep commenting and sharing those TikToks. We love it. And you know, I don't know, just look us up on the internet. That's where we're at.
And like always, don't listen to a word we say because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And please always do your own research. And we will catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Later.